Buenos dias, buenos tardes, y buenos noches, and todo el mundo, and good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to everybody all around the world, and thank you for joining us today for another Left 4 Dead 2 competitive shoutcast. My name is MK, I'll be your caster and cameraman for today, and today we have round 10 of the really big tournament 8. It is going to be Hokori, it's going to be Bear Ridge, and I am going to be accompanied by the one and only... It is Aqualex, aka a white boy in motion himself. How you doing, Elliot?
I'm very well, thank you, MK. How are you?
I am doing fantastic, my friend. I am bright and early. I'm awake. I'm ready for this matchup. Who is going to win here, Elliot? And I'll tell you what, whoever does win is guaranteed in the top 8.
I believe this is round 2 of the upper bracket, so yeah, this is getting to the pointy end. 8 teams left in the upper bracket of the playoff stage, and yeah, the winner here will move ever closer to that first place finish. The top 8 is guaranteed prize money, correct?
That is correct. It is guaranteed prize money. The first 3 spots are protected. Of course, 7 through 5 will go through a step ladder elimination bracket. So basically how that would go is if the top 8 are left, you get eliminated, which means, say, if the 7th and 8th place lose the first week, they would play a game to fight for 7th and 8th and so forth. The week after that would be 7th and 6th, then 6th and 5th, and then 5th and 4th. But for the teams that make the top 3, you can no longer advance in the stepladder past 4th place. So you make it the top 3, you're guaranteed. The rest will fight out for a bigger prize fund.
Very good, and it looks like we are nearly ready to go live, so why don't you give us a quick roster rundown of Bear Ridge, MK?
For Bear Ridge, we're going to have ACA, Sakura, Asari, and a Blue. Why don't you take away Hokori for us?
On Corey, we have Zyko, Yafed, Shockwave, and 33, aka Arme. This should be a good game, MK. I think Bear Ridge are the favorite. No, sorry, Bear Ridge are the underdogs here. Hokori, being seed 1 so far in this tournament, are the favorites, but as we have seen many times throughout the years, anything can happen. Now, this is going to be a best of 2 maps, or a total of 2 maps, more accurately. Do you know what the second map is?
Yes, it is going to be Tripday, so we're going to be going infected-sided campaign for the second half.
Tripday, interesting. And obviously this is the new and improved Dark Honey remix. Hokori playing Survivor, first here on map 1 of this match, and the hit is coming in. Oh, and Zyko starting as he means to go on with a quick skeet on the very first hit. And that is zeros across the board, MK. Hunter, Jockey, Charger, and Spitter. And 0 damage landed. Hokori starting well.
Yep, they are probably one of the best active teams, and now to what you said addressed beforehand, Bear Ridge being the underdog, and I don't know if I've ever casted a game, and I said Hokori was the underdog yet. So I don't know if that's going to ever change.
It's been a long time. It's been a long time since they were the underdog.
Yeah, but the Jockey gets melted here, a Hunter gets skeeted, and right now Bear Ridge is having a hard time, and that is only 4 damage for 2 hits. And Elliot right now, Hokori is starting very dominant, but the first campaign here, Dark Carnival Remix, even though it had some changes, as you were saying, it is still a very survivor-sided campaign. So I won't be shocked if either one of these seeds would take big damage to the first 2 hits, but it'll definitely change as the campaign goes along.
2 skeets and 2 hits for Zyko is certainly a good start. Survivors taking their time. They want to try and kill as many of these.
Not help yet. Not happen, Elliot. But we are going live quickly.
Just spawn.
Yep.
The lands. That's gonna be. Oh, he doesn't get a stumble. Yafed able to get out of the spit. I think the Charger died just a few ticks, server ticks, before landing the stumble on Nick in the spit. And Hokori continue on, taking a little bit of damage on Nick, but really not much at all. Nick down to 76, 33 on 98. Zyko and Shockwave still on 100.
Yeah, they're sitting pretty good. Actually, looks like some common damage did go out after that, which is pretty rare to see on Hokori. They were at 96% for the jockey's gonna land. Hunter covers. Oh, it's a triple boom. The Hunter's still alive. Does re-land, but everything's still cleaned up in an instant. Even though that triple boom lands here, Elliot, so not much damage. As they're coming up onto a one-way, they do have to worry about the smokers still that just despawned.
Ooh. Survivors all dropping together. They knew the smoker was still up. That boomer, I think, actually ended up clearing the Hunter. He was able to get a repounce, but not a huge amount of damage to speak of. Charger, jockey, smoker, spitter. This is a dangerous hit for the stairs, MK, and I think this will probably be our last hit before the tank is up. And look how slow Hokori are playing. They are really just taking their time, killing all of the common. They know they've got a tank to fight.
Hey, I'm reloading.
Just look like they're playing very calm Survivor.
Yeah. I mean, this is usually what we see, just like you were addressing here, Elliot, is Hokori is known for holding W, making quick movements, taking choke points, being very aggressive, but they are taking this very slow as a smoker misses a pull. The back charger misses again. There will be a double cap that does come out here. Charger one punch, two punches from that charger and Elliot. They finally find some damage, but unfortunately it wasn't from the charge landing. It was from the charger beating the crap out of the pool guy.
A little bit more damage goes out onto Yafed. Yeah, he's down to about 50 HP. But, you know, I think you're pretty happy with this health if you are Hokori. There's basically a tank fight and maybe 2 hits left in this map. Oh, quick pop from Yafed. Hunter lands. Gets very quickly cleared. Charger looks for something. Gets another scratch onto Yafed. Jockey's still up. Oh my goodness. Actually nearly got the jockey into the alarm car. I wasn't quite sure what the plan was. Does get cleared.
If that
the first tank of the game.
If that would have went off, Elliot, I would have put all my money, all my commons I got, that they would have ran all the way back to the safe room to try to avoid every single one of those commons as possible. But they might even do that as soon as they see this car. I don't know, because
can you? It's a one-way drop now, isn't it?
Oh, that is right. There's been changes. This is correct. So,
Routing thing.
what's the? Yeah, I mean, it seems all right. We got the pings next to everybody's name, so we can see if there's any dramatic falls or spikes. And so far, by looking at it, it does seem like 33 is about 10 higher than everybody. Elliot, it seems.
A little bit, yeah. I mean, 162 could maybe ask one of the Bearage players to match that, but it's not too high.
No, but if you look, but if you do look, Zyko and Shockwave are under 160, so maybe that's where it balances out. And Bearage has no. Oh, there is one. Just the tank's under 160. Oh my gosh!
I'm not sure where Hokori are going here. Did they not remember that that's a one-way drop? They've kited themselves back into a corner. Oh! There's a lot of hittables here, MK. Oh, bins flying, cars flying. This is scary. Nick pops his pills. Oh my god, that bin on Nick was so close. He is going to get a punch, but he's down to 3,000 HP and he's only got 1 spawn left. He does get the incap onto Yafed. Can he do anything else with the remaining dumpsters? The survivors are really pushing him. Oh, Shockwave pushes him too much. Eats the dumpster. Tank's down to 50 HP. Is going to die. Oh, 2 incaps.
We'll have to wait to do an evaluation on this real quick, Elliot, but they walked in this tank with about 84% bonus. They're going to walk out after the pill pop from Yafed. They got to feed him first, so let's wait 1 second. He'll pop, and that'll take it all the way down to 44. That is almost a 50% damage tank. The only benefit from Hokori, I would say, out of that, Elliot, is the 2 people that went down were the 2 people that got hurt the most before tank commit. That's the only benefit.
I mean, Yafed did go down after popping his pills. Not ideal. That hurts the DB, but I mean, it honestly could have been a much worse. That could have been a wipe. Oof! Another skeet from Zyko through the hole in the floor. And the tongue cut. Charger misses. He's definitely feeling himself.
And that is pretty clean so far from the attack after tank. from Hokori as their map progression comes off to the later quarter of the map. Now this end part here, Elliot's very dangerous. It's another one-way drop from one way. Then they got to go all the way back up the hill. So there's charger insta-caps from both angles, plus death pole in the back here if they get the right angle and don't let the clear happen. I don't know if they're going to be able to take advantage of it. There is no smoker. It's going to be really difficult to catch someone from behind here, Elliot, for sure. And they're not even going to try. Nope, they're just going to try for damage, but it looks like Barrage doesn't even know what to do. Spawns are all over the place. Charger misses his B-hop. Skeet comes out again. And how many skeets was that, Elliot?
On the scoreboard. I think that is skeet number 4 that we've seen so far this map. Zyko's on 3 and Yafed picking one up there as well. And a really crucial skeet too, because that would have been at least one person stumbled, maybe 2 on top of the jockey guy. So saving a lot of damage there with that skeet. And they've pushed all the way up the hill, MK. Smoker's spawned, but he can't get in. Hunter's up, is he gonna get skeeted? Charger rockets around, just gets absolutely melted. Hunter gets skeeted again. Although, Coach, Zyko does go for a bit of a swim.
Not Mountain Dew, we gotta tell him that. Can't be drinking that stuff, but it looks like one more opportunity at safe room. Not a whole bunch of damage post-tank. They do sneak some through. Yafed being slow. He might be the one they pick on. And it looks like most of the damage, except for the little bit onto Zyko, most of the post-tank damage was DB. It would seem to be. Most of it anyways. And last tack 2-2. Jockey Charger coming in. Jockey tries to rocket in. Charger misses his spawn. Can he get there? Oh my goodness, Elliot! Look at that. They managed to stack him. And Zyko almost goes down. They suffer 248 bonus. And Barrage does a good job on melting down Hokori in my opinion. But can they take advantage of it on their survivor side? It's still only the first chapter. We'll see who have the lead after one in just a moment. When Barrage jump on human side of the round.
That was 100 damage, 100 bonus gone on that final hit there, just stacking onto Zyko. A little bit of a slow clear on the jockey. Maybe Survivor's just not quite close enough. Bear Ridge, that is definitely a beatable bonus. As you said, this isn't a particularly hard map. That said, with the new one-way drop, as we saw, this tank does seem considerably harder now. Hittables everywhere, so you've got to be definitely got to be careful if you're on Survivor. A few unlucky or lucky, depending on which team you're on, hittables could spell a very quick wipe here as Bear Ridge gets started on their Survivor round. There's going to be Sakura and ACA, aka Mufangs. The hit comes in, and that's a nice skeet. Jockey lands for a little bit. Charger doesn't even spawn. He does eventually, but completely fails his rocket through the back of the truck. And that is a little bit more damage coming out from Hokori on the first hit. A total of 4 more, but not much.
Yeah, they managed to do 4, but if you take notice that Barrage still did more damage than the infected attack on Survivor with 5 friendly fire. So at the moment, Barrage is high infected damage and Survivor on their Survivor round. Well, that's changed now, Elliot, but at the moment for the first hit, that's how it went, but the attack kind of gets thwarted again. Nothing really coming out, just an average of 2% per hit, and that is just not what Hokori is working for, but at the moment, Hokori seems a little shaken with their infected, not hitting quite synchronized. But the same side did the same thing. I mean, the other side did the same thing, Elliot. So maybe it's just the map at the moment. First 2 hits, not having spawns above the survivors, make it quite difficult.
Certainly can. I'm a little bit surprised as Zyko's jockey just pre-spawns, gets hit in the head and dies.
What?
A little bit surprised that neither infected team played for the reset on that bridge. I feel like that is potentially quite a good spot to try and send a hit, but no, both teams sending it earlier. Means they do have a hit on the sign here, but 33 gets sniffed out, has to pounce away.
Well, the question is, Elliot, real quick, how much fall damage do you get from a charger stumble here? I haven't taken notice because I personally haven't got to scrim on this. I don't know if you had the opportunity or not.
I can't say that I have, but I think unless you fall into one of the trucks, I'm gonna guess quite a lot.
Especially where the
And
survivors
maybe
are
that is
now.
what they're going for. The Charger looks like he wants to try it. Oh, nice jump. Moving, jumping the stumble. That said, quite a bit of spit damage coming out.
Ooh. Quite a bit indeed, Elliot. That's about 8%, believe it or not, for none of the cappers landing. That's a lot of damage. And I'm actually surprised how much value they got from that, but Hokori finding a way to get the damage through as now Barrage approached this one-way drop, and Hokori has set up with good infected. It's going to be a quad try on the drop here. This is very dangerous for Barrage right now. They just take it.
Already dropped.
Oh
They
my
just
goodness.
got Hunter's in completely alone. Isn't dead. Okay, finally dies.
But
And there you go.
I mean, the Hunters are getting skeeted, but not in the fashion that Hokori was doing them, I must be honest. But they are still getting skeeted in the end.
Not quite as clean, but yeah, they're not landing. That is the most important thing.
So, the thing to note here is that Zyko still has not scored any points on his infected round. He's still sitting at a 0, but it's probably going to change here. He's got the spitter, so it's got to change here, you would think. And how is Hokori going to attack on this choke point? I'm curious. Do they go for the whole reset, or they hit on the stairs? It looks like they're going to back off and allow Barrage to get in a better position. No, they're going to pull the back one. The Charger misses his rocket spawn. Oh, Hokori again. Quite some fumbling on the SI on both sides here, Elliot. Not just one. Looks like some nerves are being showed from both adversaries.
Definitely not the cleanest infected from either team. That said, Blue took, I want to say, 20 damage from a jockey on that hit, so still coming out. Hokori were slightly healthier at this point in the map. Now, we are really splitting hairs here. Health is pretty even. It's really going to come down to how this tank fight plays out. As Blue does spawn it up. Boomer, nice.
Whoa. Elliot, I'm not gonna lie, that shit was sexy pop.
Got the pull! Clear your teammates! Oh no! That is the alarm car triggered. Tank is taking a bit of chip though. Is he just gonna go straight in? I mean, I'm not quite sure what Zyko is doing here. Looks like he just wants to go fast. Charger spawned, he's just gonna get melted. The car! Oh! Moving goes down. And MK, there's a lot of common still. Coach is gonna get locked. Jockey does land onto Ellis.
Whoa! Oh, what?
And the boom as well.
This is gonna be a wipe.
It certainly is, MK. As the tank just gets an easy corner on the final 2 remaining survivors. Hunter comes in to help.
And indeed, that'll be a wipeout, Elliot, but I'll tell you one thing, this is the first time I saw the tank fought in a bathroom, so we can say there's something we first saw today. So, I mean, we got to see something for the first time, but it's going to be a lead for Hokori after one, 748 to 316. Still 9 more chapters to go. Let's see if they're going to be able to dig out of this hole that they dug themselves into, Barrage.
Well, I think we learned that there's a reason not to fight the tank inside the bathroom with Barrage immediately getting wiped. I mean, MK, the smoker had been pre-spawned, I believe, for quite a few seconds as well, and just maybe one hunter in the back distracting those 3 teammates just allowed the smoker to pull, I think it was Mufeng, ACA, into the alarm car. No one cleared him. Kind of sloppy survivor. I mean, it shouldn't really be happening. And Zyko making the nice call to just instant commit. I was a little bit of a doubter, not gonna lie, on the instant commit call, but gets the hittable and easy wipe.
Yeah, he had faith. The commons and the special infected did not let him down. We could definitely say that. But we're gonna flip-flop. We had a rather late tank chapter 1. We're gonna go early here, Elliot. So we're gonna have an early tank fight. We're gonna have dumpsters coming in. I don't know if they're gonna have to take a second choke point, but the first one comes in. Hunter, oh, what a melt on the Charger. The Hunter's gonna get seated again, and Barrage melted away, no damage. All goose eggs.
Yeah, it could have been some sort of evac zone.
2-0 damage hits in 2 maps, MK, on the first hit.
It seems to be a theme coming out from Hokori on the opening attacks of this tournament match so far. We'll see if that continues when the campaign or the chapters get a little bit more challenging, but this will be tank number 2 for Barrage into the hands of Asari, and he is going for toys for sure. And they're already starting to chip him.
Where is that going?
That
I mean, he can still get it. It's not exactly in, but it's not out either. He could rotate around and get that one.
I don't know if that was intentional or not, because he kind of lines it up in where his other one's going to be now. Oh my gosh, that dumpster. Oh, it's an unfortunate spot, Elliot. It's really unfortunate.
That is not where you want your dumpster. The Hokori are just going to go back though, so Asari still has enough rage that he will be able to bring at least one dumpster with him, I think. Survivors look like they might want to push forward even. No, okay, they are committing all the way back. Asari is going to bring his bins. I think Hokori went back too early, MK. I think if you're going to run back, you want to try and do it late enough that Tank won't have time to bring a hittable with him.
Oh, this is being greedy for this extra dumpster. I don't know if he has... Oh, it's really greedy, Elliot. Oh my goodness!
He's got it. That's a perfect hit.
That was pretty close to actually maybe ricocheting, but they're pushing him. They're not going to let him get to that other dumpster. Oh my gosh, Elliot! That is 1,000 health down. I don't know if he can make it up to the roof. He's just got to roll it in, and he is going to be very, very low. But all right, Asari is in, gets to the booth, already down to 3,500. Early pull, not cleared. There's a corner onto Rochelle. Rochelle gets out of the corner. 33 gets launched. It gets in-capped. It's another down.
Into the hittable. He's gonna get you fed. No, he doesn't. Wait, it doesn't encap him.
So unlucky for Barrage right now. And can he get another punch, or is he just dead? That is very unfortunate. I don't think he should have punched the survivor, Elliot. He should have just hit the dumpster. He went for the double hit, and it comes back to bite them in the butt. Damage evaluation coming out, and it's just about an average tank. That's it.
Wow, Hokori absolutely getting away with murder there. I mean, on my screen it looked like he hit the dumpster, but he also hit the survivor behind the dumpster and like punched him out of it. I mean, it looked pretty unlucky to me. Yeah, I mean, Yafed should be in-capped at least, and maybe even more. That was a double charge. Anyway, as it happens, just the one in-cap and the extra punch and charger misses onto Coach. Jockey does land. Yafed takes a little bit of spit damage. Sorry, lands the boom as well. He's gonna sack for a quad, I believe.
Yeah, and believe it or not, because they had to pop pills on that hit right there, Elliot, they do manage to get 10% bonus away from them, but it wasn't all, of course, from the infected because the pills were popped from it. But still, damage comes out, as they're down to 657 health remaining, coming up on halfway through the chapter. They're going to send the quad really early.
Oh,
they weren't even
the
ready.
Hunter and the Charger, it was a spit.
Oh,
the Hunter and the Charger both went for the same survivor. That was actually really unlucky. If the Hunter pounced literally anyone else, that was actually a rolling tri-cap, MK.
Yeah, but unfortunately for them it wasn't, but they still get a trickle of bonus down, and these two last sets of pills look like they're going to be popped shortly, so I do think that bonus will go down depending on how successful this alley hit, but they're not going to have a charger or a spitter because they died off at the end here, Elliot. It's going to be really difficult to get a whole bunch of value from this in such a tight quarters, and they're going to go for it. They're almost a tri-cap, but the boomer stumble. Elliot, a tri-cap with boom, I eat my words, they got it down. That's 12%, and all the pills are going to be consumed. And someone's going to be crawling. Unless they find another set. Do they?
Oh, they do.
Oh, they're lucky. They are so lucky, Elliot. Or they're going to be crawling and do a bunch more hits.
Whoever popped that boomer, I mean, I think they were trying to shoot the tongue, and Boomer dropped in front, popped the boomer, stumbled. 3 or at least the 2 survivors who weren't capped. So next hit's coming in, Jockey just flies in right through. Charger tries, doesn't land either. Zyko pushes past the spit, and that is another quad sack.
Yep, and I am not shocked that they're going to do so. This is something very, very popular from the Asia community, especially I would say Amagami back in the day, Elliot, when they would play home and away games, literally every other hit was a quad attempt. And now it seems that Barrage is going to be leaning on that. We might see 2 before safe room. They could do one now, or they got to hold it for the event, and they're going to have to hold it because it would be rushed. And they just wouldn't get it, it would seem. And yep, okay, this is going to be it. 1 quad and then a 2-2 before safe room if the quad is not successful. Or unless it... Unless, of course, it decimates the bonus, too. And they somehow live.
They're sending it now, but the jockey is just dead. Not sure about that. Jockey melts before any of the other spawns are even close, and then Hunter gets skeeted. And that was not the quad that we were hoping for, MK. You've got to put the charger behind. I mean, it's kind of a cliche, but it's a cliche for a reason. That is the perfect spot to spawn a charger up those stairs.
Yeah, and especially use the commons to your advantage. I thought it was just kind of thrown in without even letting them get into any kind of assistance. They sacked the boomer, which I don't mind the boomer going alone here. Not a terrible idea. It's the end of the map, but they got to be able to land this hunter and spit. And the hunter's late. Here it comes. And he lands the hunter finally. They do land one. And the jockey. Are they going to get it in? They get it in, Cap Elliot. Strong finish from Barrage. But I think that'll probably be it unless Asari could do a little bit of a delay.
He's up. He's got the charge. 10 more damage.
And they'll walk in with 282. 280, sorry. They'll round down. 2 chapter score, 15-28. Barrage has a door of opportunity. I say this a lot, Elliot, but they can make up some points here. They don't got to get it all in one chapter. But walking in with 40% bonus and the Hokori walking in with 25 would be a fair trade-off for the next couple of chapters to get them back in the game.
Definitely, it's another beatable bonus, same as last map. See if Barrage can tighten up their survivor, particularly on the tank fight. Must say, pretty unlucky just to go back to that tank. I think if Barrage did get the in-cap onto Yafed and maybe even a bit more, which they probably should have with the early pull and the double charge. I'm gonna have to stop talking as the hit is all pre-spawned. Look at this, every hunter. Hunter around the corner, charge around the hedge, jockey at the other side. Oh, doesn't get the ski. This is gonna be bad. Oh, charger actually doesn't get the stumble, just the jockey, and actually not too much damage, MK.
Yeah, they do luck out there a little bit. The hunter, by the way, does get blasted down to 129 from that initial shot, so he had the chance to get the skeet. He just wasn't able to do it. So all that damage was set up from that hunter, leading to the damage that we see upon the survivors. But fast into tank, second tank of the game for Hokori, into the hands of Yafed, and they try to chip him down, but Yafed quickly hides, gets the dumpster into play, and probably goes back for the next one. He misses, and he'll take a couple of damage for that. About almost 210. Wow. A lot more damage than I expected as he goes back for a second toy. But Elliot, Barrage here, got to be able... They can't set a car alarm off this time for the tank, so they're going to be actually taking a normal tank fight in just a moment.
My skate.
Oh my goodness.
Dumpster. Oh my god.
Oh!
Mufeng had absolutely no idea that was coming for him. Just bounced right over his head.
That is hilarious. It would have been really funny if it just stuck in the tray, but Barrage is already out, and Yafed sees it. They could double back on him here, but it would be dangerous. Nope, they're just gonna... They're gonna hold their ground and chip him down for about 900 total. And that is really good, but they got to be careful. They didn't get all the way back to safety, but doesn't matter. They lucked out. Yafed does not have any luck with the dumpsters on the run back. Only one of them is kind of cooperating, but the frustration's getting dangerously low, but I think they're going to be way greedy for a chip. Oh my goodness!
Oh my god!
They are so lucky, Elliot. But all right, here it goes. Yafed, they send the pull, and they send everything on the dumpster, but now the tank is alone, and all they have to do is LOS, but I think they're going to be really greedy to chip him. Yeah, they are.
Tank has to go in. He's only got 20% rage.
Oh my gosh! This is crazy. All right, he's in. He's going for it alone, and he almost gets one. And I think this is going to be a no-hitter, probably.
Sakura. Oh.
He's going to give him...
Get rushed once.
That's a one-hitter coming out.
Nick, I
And
know
that
you
was
shot
everything banked on a hittable focus, and this is all the balls are now in Bear Ridge courts, Elliot. That is what? A 4% damage tank from that one hit, 4.8, I think. I think that was
only
it.
one punch coming out from Yafed. I mean, that dumpster, the first time he punched that dumpster in, my god, that was close. That was nearly 3 in caps.
Playing for that greedy chip, Elliot. It could happen at any time. Sometimes it's greedy because the SI will grab you. Sometimes the dumpster, you get deers in headlight and it takes you out. But they are fortunate, and look at how well it plays off. 991 bonus remaining. 4 sets of pills, and they have one coming up in a pill case too. What a momentum shift possibly. But Hunter Jockey Spitter Charger coming up here, Elliot. What can they do?
Yeah, like you said. Oops, the go-go comes out from Zyko. Charger completely whiffs. Hunter does land. Charger gets a fist, so a little bit of damage onto Mufeng, ACA, but not too much. I think you'll be happy with that take if you're Bear Ridge, and yeah,
I
I
guess
mean,
it'll do.
there's about
whatever's machine gun.
2/3 of the map left, MK. They have 920 bonus at this stage. How much of that will they hold by the time they make it to the safe room?
Yeah, I mean, if they can hold it, they'll probably take the lead by a couple hundred. I mean, it's going to be difficult with some choke points coming up. They do not have a spitter in the alley choke point either, but the adversaries here, Bear Ridge, made it happen with 10% damage somehow. With a Boomer Proxy with that smoke clear, as you were calling it out as they were going through this. We'll definitely see a pill pop shortly because we have another set of bills coming up. We have a Hunter pre-spawned up above, waiting for Bear Ridge to do the transition, and they're going to send the jockey. It lands, they cover, but not until the clear comes out simultaneously. And that's a good shutdown and a good sack rotation coming out from Hokori, but more importantly so, Bear Ridge. They are very healthy here, Elliot, just dipping under 900 barely.
So he's going to take his pills. And yeah, pretty quick shutdown on that hit. No spitter definitely makes it easier. And I think there's only maybe 4 more hits left if Bear Ridge move pretty quickly through the map. I think it's a charge.
Yeah,
Is the last spawn.
They do not have that choke point hit.
They're just gonna send it now. Hunter lands, Jockey lands at the back. Jockey, Rochelle's gonna get reset. Oof. Mufeng does get dropped. Probably took a little bit of fall damage as well. I didn't quite see. So
That's a fumble. That's a complete fail on the survivor side. Infected hit in a very unorthodox area way early. And look what happened, Elliot. That's 10%, and they're in the same spot when spawns are coming up. Well done.
They do push past that choke, so at least they're able to make it down the slide before the next hit comes up. Smoker behind.
What?
Charges just in a full send it. Doesn't land, but Coach getting hunted for about 20 damage there. Bit of a slow clear. And good sack rotation from Hokori, but this is going to be their second to last hit.
Yeah, and it won't be an advantageous spawn location, but right now, there is something we need to address here, Elliot. The Hunters are finding a way on one side and not the other. So Bear Ridge are taking Hunters. They're clearing quickly, rather quickly, except for that last time. But still, they're having success, and they're going to bring the attack with the Hunter in the back. And Bear Ridge kind of splits up here. They hesitate. And every infected lost their 1v1. That safe room made 676 bonus. I don't think they have enough to take the lead, Elliot, but I think it's going to be within about 100.
Yeah, that is pretty much an even game. As Bear Ridge shut down that last hit. Nice and clean. Yafet doesn't have a spit. And MK, we've got a 30-point game.
Yes, we do. We're back in action. Still, the lead has been always in favor for Hokori, but it's only been 2 chapters. 1176 for Bear Ridge, 1492 total. Hokori sitting at 1528. Wow, can't ask for much more than that. As it takes 2 chapters for the hiccups to find me.
Well, we still have 8 more to go.
Yeah.
Settle in for the long haul.
Which means the hiccups will come back for a second time for sure.
This is another early tank MK. This is
Oh
12
my
different
gosh.
tank spawn.
Do they even get out in the open? They're still in the hall, aren't they? The hallway. Yes, they are. They're not
Right
even
at the end of the hallway. Yeah, I think they will be able to take the swan room, but that'll be it.
And I do believe for the future, at the current moment, we don't have that, but for pause situations for tournament matches here, Elliot, we're working on it at the moment, but we'll allow each team to have a total of 15 minutes of pause time per match, which means once you pause, that timer will start ticking down. And once you're out of pause timers, you just can't pause the game. You lose a guy, you're only going to have 3. It's just going to be tough break, so we're working on getting that in. But that is a plan for the future, but not at the moment. Currently we have, but that is an idea that we're going to come through, so I have a lot of people saying how many times can we pause in the game, and unfortunately, Elliot, saying how many times you can pause really isn't an accurate question. It should be the time frame you can pause. That seems a lot more balanced. But here we go. Early tank coming in here, Elliot. And Hokori's going to have to face it first. And
how many survivors can they get off 5 punches on this first hit? If any.
I don't know. Do you just... The question is, can you spit there and block them long enough to get the tank and just full commit and not let them come out? I highly doubt it.
I don't think so. I think you do have to. I think you're better off just going for damage. And remember that Berridge have had 0 damage on the first 2 maps on their first hit. They've saved everything here. I'm not sure who the tank is going to be, but looks like they're going to save the hit for Hokori to spawn the tank, so maybe they will try some instant commit shenanigans. Asari is the spit. He was tank last map as the smoker just evaporates. They do try and spit delay, but I don't think it's going to work. MK tank's too far away. Boomer gets popped. Hunter, I really have no idea what the Hunter was doing. That is 3 hits in a row with 0 damage, or 3 first hits in a row with 0 damage.
Yeah, and that's quite an impressive statement coming out from Hokori. For granted, it wasn't the greatest set of spawns either, but it was meant to kind of stop them. Not really get a lot of value, but like you said, though, Elliot, the fact that they have chosen to do that, they now have no survivors that's going to be 4 punches. So
yeah, I don't agree with that call from Berridge at all. Was really no realistic way that they would have been able to delay for the tank to get in. It spawns way too far. And yeah, every survivor's 5 punches as the tank does commit. Blue does get an early punch onto Ellis and the early charge landing onto Rochelle as well. That does get a few guns off the tank's back, but unfortunately it now means he's down a charger. Jockey gets cleared. Oh my god, what an arm on Rochelle. Isn't able to get the second punch. Oh, feet coming out from 33 does get punched. And baseball bat in the back. Tries to go for another rocket, dies. 2 in caps, pretty good MK. Not bad, but just imagine it could have been even more if he didn't have to punch both 33 and Shockwave 5 times.
Yeah, that is a big statement what you just said there. A lot could happen in those 3 seconds of each punch. Let me tell you, a lot of bullets can be fired in those seconds, and that is a great statement indeed. But 2 caps is better than 1 for sure, above average tank, but let's see if the momentum can be kept as the charger comes in very late, and oh, they'll get it. Nice hit coming out.
He misses the level. The charger just hits him with the little back step. Yafed swings the axe on thin air and gets charged. Doesn't take too much damage from it, but still. Probably should have just kept your gun out and kept shooting. Both Yafed and Zyko pulled out their melees, so no one was shooting the charger.
And it's a proof that you can whiff on Survivor as well, not just as a tank, so it's definitely a proof. And now they have the bonus down to half, and they still have over half the map to navigate, which is very good for a core, for a Berridge, but no spitter here. I'm not a big fan of. The Boomer comes in. Oh, this is big. And they're going to have to sit this out. They got to be careful, and they can't have someone caught up here. I think they might wait the whole time out.
Okay, I have never seen a boom or any spawn come through that skylight as they're going to send the hit.
Interesting.
A little bit of damage. Yeah, I wonder if it would have been better to wait for the charge. They decide not to. as I was saying, I didn't even know you could get up on that roof there. That is some map knowledge coming out from Bear Ridge.
Yeah, I believe that was a addition from the changes for the map for sure, but how fast is Hokori going to get through this? And the Charger decides to go solo. He gets
Charger
it!
lands!
And the Spitter gets picked!
Yeah.
What a set of balls from the person who was charged. He chose, you know what? I'll let the Charger grab me, but I'm killing the Spitter. And that's exactly what he did.
He didn't look at the Charger, didn't even acknowledge the Charger's existence, just focused on picking the Spit, and yeah, it was definitely the right call. As they sack the smoke. I don't know if that's the spawn that you want to be sacking on this hit, MK. They do need a charge, but yeah, not going to have a smoker now.
Yeah, and if Bear Ridge can manage to get an end cap off this roller coaster would be huge, because at the moment Hokori, since the tank has died, they are not taking a lot of damage. They were at 58%, they're at 45.5. That's pretty darn good for the chapter that they're playing, in my opinion. And it looks like they're just going to go for damage. They're not going to go for anything special. And then, well, the Hunter. Oh my goodness! I thought if they would have cleared him in midair, Zyko would have died. So they let him get the end cap.
He was definitely dead. I thought it might have been a death anyway. That is a lot of fucking vertical distance he got on that.
That was a very slow clear, Elliot. Very, very slow. I'm surprised on how long that jockey was riding on that survivor while the Charger walked in. Really great attack. They doubled down on the damage there. 48 down to 27. Very big hit. The DB is now open. Here comes another hit. Spitter's ready to go, but no one goes with him. Oh, look at the smoker pull. Get a couple of ticks onto Zyko. Zyko's still not clear. Look at the DB going away. Down to 224.
It's another 80 bonus going off that hit. I think that was that a jockey smoke at 2-2 or maybe a hunter smoke at 2-2? Definitely not the most dangerous hit. It does mean that Zyko, because he didn't go slow, is able to get the button before the spawns come up. He's going to go back up top. They're going to kill all the common. This is a bit more tricky now for Bear Ridge. How and when will they send this hit? I think they have to wait, MK.
Yeah, all the way to the safe room, I think. No matter, yeah, just wait to the safe room. And to be honest with you, and to kind of throw you off here, Elliot, I would keep the Charger on the opposite side of the fence and pre-spawn the Hunter above the safe room so they all put their back on the wall and stumble into that pound spit. That would be my call.
Damn, that is a big brain call. Is that hedge thin enough that you can stumble through it? It looks kind of thick.
I mean, it's a heck of a booty if you're looking at that, but I mean, hey, if that's what you're into, it's not for me, but I like that thick booty. But all right, they're going to go. They're not going to do what I said. Charger rockets in. The Hunter is completely successful, so the Charger was all a distraction anyways, and Zyko goes down.
It's even more damage on the DB. This is going to be another, like, 200 bonus map from Hokori. No, less. This is 139.
Yeah, Bear Ridge, very impressive on the SI side, and after an impressive Chapter 2 Survivor, what are we going to see here on the Coaster Chapter, Elliot, from Bear Ridge? It's all going to come down to this early tank fight and how well they're going to be able to take it. And the crazy part about it is they kept it so close and took so much bonus away that even if the unfortunate happens, they'll be down a couple hundred, but they're still in it.
Absolutely. I mean, I certainly think that Hokori are capable of matching the amount of damage Bear Ridge did. This is a hard map, and this is a hard tank spawn. So, work cut out for them on the side of Bear Ridge here. But if they can put in a good tank fight, then this is the map they can take the lead on for sure. They're only 30 points down, 160, 170 bonus, and they're winning.
I completely agree, but I want to do a quick shout out to the Asia community, to Enric, who's casting the game in Chinese, and they almost have 100 viewers themselves right now, Elliot. That is incredible. Everybody all over the world tuning in to all the casters.
Over 200 on your stream, and I'm sure that all of the South American viewers tuning in to watch Hokori as well on the various streams.
And look at this. Hokori doing the same thing. They didn't go for damage, Elliot. They didn't even do it as well. They don't look like they're gonna block him from coming out. Oh, that boomer.
Lands.
That might be a big boom. See what this tank's doing, Elliot. Oh, he's going right in. He's going right in, Elliot. Take it away.
He's gonna commit immediately. Now he's down a spawn, but he does get the early pull onto Nick, and crucially, Nick was 4 punches. But he hasn't got the corner. He's gotten away from the corner, and Ame is down to 900, 500, 400 health. One more shot, 100 health left on the tank, and he is gonna die.
Elliot, what? I mean, it's
Wasn't able to get the corner, and then just whiffed a few more punches. Spawns were coming in a bit late. I don't know about that decision to commit, MK.
I didn't know it either. I was a little questionable, but what happened. They're going to come out with about, what, 20... they were at 58% bonus, the other side, but more importantly, the DB is protected. I think that's more valuable, in my opinion, at the moment, as that is completely protecting that 250 bonus. So they're at 816 right now. 2 survivors are below 50, though. And the charger does land, and that's going to be big. That'll be a pill pop for sure. No, it's not. Never mind.
Not quite. They have Mufeng on 40 HP, Blue on 41, and Sakura on 44. So there's 3 survivors that are 1 scratch away from having to pop. But crucially, like you said, DB's still full. 4 sets of pills in hand. A lot of the hardest parts of the map are now behind Bear Ridge as they take the drop choke as well. Charger. Oh, chest bumps. That looks really weird, MK. I don't know if you saw that.
Yeah.
It looked like he bounced off Rochelle.
I don't know if he bounced off an environment or that was a little janky. It looked like the smoker and something might have been at the same time, but nonetheless, they're going to come out on top right now. Bear Ridge's health is down to where Hokori was right when they killed the tank, and they're halfway through the map here, Elliot, already. So right now the momentum's with them, 643 bonus remaining, and the boomer will fail. And they're going to wait in here, clear out some commons, and the boomer looking to die here at the end, but right now Bear Ridge has some great momentum. Let's see if they can keep it going. And the boomer is about to have his boom back. And the Hunter gets blasted. The Charger does land. Hunter gets killed. Jockey lands. Everything having a success home, Elliot, but everything cleared in an instant. And because of the pill find, their bonus actually goes up after the last 2 hits.
MK, Bear Ridge are going to take the lead. Unless they get absolutely mauled on this first coaster hit, they're going to cruise into the safe room with at least 300 or 400 bonus, I'd say. Fed is going to kill the boom.
And I think that boom should be up just in time. It's going to be close.
It's going to be very close. Yeah, I think he might just get it, especially if the other spawns can delay for him a little bit.
With the Charger change position, interesting. And they go fast, Elliot.
Charges forward. I actually like that call, and does get a slam out of it. And then the pull. I think that is going to be a full in-cap onto Sakura. But crucially, he doesn't get reset, so they can just pick him up and continue marching forward.
And because of the spit block, they're not going to waste any time. It's because they had 2 survivors walk up the coaster. But it'll total, what, about 10% value. And I don't know if these last 2 pills are going to be kept. It looks like they're going to have to use them. And the boomer goes in fast, gets a triple proxy. Uh-oh, this is dangerous. And it's a double cap. No slam, but the charge spit will work out. And that's going to be more pills eaten. And right now, whoever is in front needs to go hit the button. And then they can't. They can't.
I think he's too split. I think he knows. And he's limping as well. Take your pills. Oh, actually, I think Mufeng should have gone for it. I think with the Uzis, they could have cleared him. He could have had it. And this means that Hokori are going to have another hit before the button is turned off. Yeah, I think that was a mistake, actually, from Bear Ridge, not just popping on Nick and getting the button.
Yeah, that was not a good place to hold it. And they're just going to full send in the back. And they're going to be able to kind of shrug it off like it's not even there. It's melted away. Smoker's the only thing left. Gets a tick. And I think safe room will be made, and a lead by about, what, 200, Elliot? It looks like that's in the books. But maybe one more spawn or two come in on the back survivors. As you're getting common locked. Yeah, a couple more. I don't know, Elliot. It's so close.
Jockey's up. Jockey's flying in. Does land. Hunter lands. Spit gets blocked. Kind of. Little bit of damage. I think. Oh no, Nick. Oh, another punch comes out. Hokori did a good job of knocking off a lot of bonus there. They had 658 at the start of the coaster. Make it into the safe room with 288. But that is a 100-point lead for Bear Ridge.
Yep, so we can say that the score tug of war has begun. Hokori had the lead after 2. Bear Ridge will claim the lead after 3. But we're going to still have quite a few more chapters before we're going to have a victor of this tournament match. So we are only getting into 4 of 10. And this chapter has a very interesting choke point when the event starts, but we're going to have an early tank. And I'm trying to figure out, because now there's a one-way drop at the right around the halfway point, Elliot. But I don't think they're going to hit it for tank, so I think this is going to be fought right in front of the bumper car area for sure. This tank fight.
Another early tank.
I think we had 1 late tank and 3 earlies, all before 50%. Map 1 was just around 50%. The first, and Chapter 2 was 21. Chapter 3 was 12 and 31 here on Chapter 4 of Dark Carnival Remix. And of course, we know Dark Carnival Finale does have a early tank and does not have a tank during the event. So, as one thing to take note, a little thing unique about Dark Carnival's event, once it's triggered, there is no more tanks. Only 1.
Is that a change? There used to be 2.
No, there is not 2 tanks. It is only 1.
There you go. They gotta send the hunter in through the hole in the roof. So this is the new meta of the Carney remix, is hitting inside the bumper cars and a bit of damage coming out. I don't actually think anything landed except maybe the jockey, which was insta-cleared, but still, it's about 30 damage, including a little bit of FF.
Yeah, and I'd be happy with that if I'm Hokori, considering I don't think anything landed. And it still got that much damage. In my opinion, a little sloppy from Bear Ridge, but Hokori always usually finds a way to get the best value of what's ever given to them. We'll see if they can continue that. With a tank spawn very early, but they'll have to deal with spawns. Hunter, a jockey, a smoker, boomer, tri-cap with the boom. And they are all separators except for the charger being missed of this hit. And Barrett just chose to slow down. Sakura is going to be front shotgun, shortly followed by ACA. Here we go, Elliot. And they retreat back in. They pull forward. And they'll get some good damage out of this. It's pretty respectable, in my opinion, without a spinner. Get the bonus under 90% for 2 hits.
Too bad. Little bit more. Dinging away. The tank is going to be up in the hands of Shockwave. The 4th tank for Hokori in this match. He's going straight for his bin.
Oh, I can't believe he got it over the fence. The angle like that is... Uh-oh.
Oh.
That's not good for him.
He's going to have to go and get it. Gets the other one in.
Oh my gosh. Okay, that didn't go.
Charger lands. Oh my god, and the jockey. That was nearly a fat 2-cap in that corner while I was too busy looking at the bins. Quite a bit more damage coming out on that hit. With, I think that was a slam on Rochelle from that charge.
Yeah, this seems to be a thing that happens to anybody that plays Hokori, Elliot. When you get the lead over Hokori, they just seem to make some misplays, and there's been a lot from Bear Ridge already. Look at their bonus. That's a lot of damage. Oh my goodness. They do see that, and it does not land, but Shockwave has 2 dumpsters into play, 3 dumpsters into play. Wait a minute. Okay, 1 is out of play. There was 4, but he's only going to be able to use 3. Maybe only 2 here. As Nick's being really aggressive.
Have to leave 1 in front.
And Nick's aggression by himself and not having any help is something.
Shockwave punches this dumpster in, then, oh, I mean, the survivors have backed up. Okay, so they can't push past him. They are just going to go back under the bumper cars, as that is a 2-boom landing from Zyko. Big boom. Oh, dumpster nearly lands. Survivors are going to try and push back a fight. Double punch. Sakura's getting punched into a dumpster. And the in-cap goes out onto Nick with Coach pounced around the corner. Is going to get cleared and then immediately in-capped. And there's a lot of health left on this tank. He's going to go for the kill on Asari. 1600 health. 2 more dumpster hits on Asari. 1 more. Is he going to go for it?
Oh
Gets
my
it.
gosh!
Nearly gets Sakura as well, and he is going to get Sakura. Doesn't. Does die. But MK, that is a dead survivor and a lot of damage coming out on the remaining 3.
Yep. And I was literally saying it right before the tank commit. Usually what happens when a team gets a lead on Hokori, the bag can be fumbled a little bit, but that was just beautiful SI play. The boomer was such a great alley-oop.
Yeah, absolutely MVP from Zyko there on that boom. Perfectly timing it as well as the tank was coming in, landing the 2-boom. Common within as he was throwing hand. Nice pounce on the survivor as he came around the tent, so he unfortunately couldn't get cleared. And Berridge a little bit lucky that they didn't get wiped there, to be honest. Sakura putting his little dancing shoes on nearly eats a hittable 2 or 3 times.
Yeah, and they're going to really need to make it as far as they can with these 3 survivors. And if Hokori can land this tri-cap right now and not let any more damage come out, Hokori has an opportunity here to really blow this wide open on their side by at least 500 or 600 points in their favor when they are down 100 and change starting on the chapter. We'll see what happens though as they come over a one-way drop. You can't go back. I'm probably assuming the quad's going to come out here as soon as they dip over. And the question is, here Elliot, probably the right play is jump over and make a hard right.
Hard right, maybe a hard left?
Yeah, either one I think would be a good call. It doesn't look like either of the SI are set up for it though.
You want to be nice and close so you can clear each other, but not so close you get stumbled as they do all drop, and that is just a perfect lineup. Hokori making it look easy with that perfectly synced quad landing on 3 survivors, but quad of spawns. And that is 143 points for the chapter coming out from Bear Ridge, and like you said, Hokori absolutely has the chance to retake the lead by a considerable margin here.
Yeah, and wiping out against Hokori is not something you want to do, because they will take advantage of everything that you give them. And this tank fight now is so much more bigger for Bear Ridge than it is for Hokori, actually. Bear Ridge is going to have to get incredible value out of this. And if they don't get a kill, I think the minimum acceptance would be 2 in-caps, and even that might not be enough, Elliot. It might need even more.
Yeah, I mean 2 in-caps is... I think that is a reasonable minimum, but certainly would like more than that. Anything less, and it probably is going to be a pretty decent lead for Hokori heading into finale. But, with all that said, we do have a whole other campaign after this one, MK. So we got 5 maps of Tripday coming up.
Yeah, and that is an Asia community map. I don't know if that's going to benefit Bear Ridge or not, as it's made from a lot of people in their community and have a lot of input from the players of their community. But
I definitely know that Bear Ridge is quite familiar with the map.
And the choke points
are as well.
are quite challenging as well, Elliot. So it's very infected-sided. Very, very infected-sided.
Which is a good thing if you are the team in the lead. Means it's generally going to be a lower scoring campaign, less opportunity for the other team to come back. So they're going to send the hit kind of late here as the survivors push to the end of the bumper car room and don't get much for it. Hunter lands, a little bit of spit damage, but Charger misses, Jockey gets shut down. Pretty clean take from Hokori.
Yep, and definitely pretty clean. Two survivors take damage, two stay at 100, but the second opportunity is going to be upon Bear Ridge right now. And I think they'll be happy if they can get some damage on Zyko, Shockwave, and maybe one more tick on 33. Just get everybody at least into 4 punches, no matter what. Having those 5-punch corners last chapter really showed how much more Bear Ridge could have got. Maybe if they just got a little bit more damage with that opening hit instead of trying to block them, we were commenting on it. But we have the Hunter on top of an infected ladder, waiting to go. And they now know where that Hunter is. And they back up inside and start clearing the commons. Really cautious take from Hokori here, Elliot. Very cautious.
Really taking it very slow. They know exactly where the Hunter is. And the Hunter's kind of has to pounce away, and nothing else can go in. It's a smoker jockey, so the Hunter needs to kind of lead for this hit. I'm not really sure what Bear Ridge are doing. Are they just going to wait for the tank to spawn? Why? They don't have a spit, they don't have a charge. The Hunter just dies. They do land a 1 boom, but yeah, a little bit of a weird call there by Bear Ridge. The tank rocks the dumpster, that's cute.
I think they were trying to bank everything off that boomer being much more successful than it was. And only a 1 boom probably might be a little oh, look at this. Oh, that hit the skybox and redirected its path. So did that, okay.
He's gonna go for the one on the left here. That will mean he has to rotate all the way around to get the other 2 on the right. Assuming he can even get this one in. Sakura, having to work for it, does get it in. The survivors know exactly where he is. He is going to take some chip for this. And Hokori, look at this. They're going inside the barn, MK. Is the charge going to spawn? He doesn't. Okay, Hokori deciding to fight it in the barn, or they're going to go all the way in front even.
Hey, they got to be careful, Elliot.
That's a 2-boom landing. Oh, I mean, this is... Charger gets a double charge. The tank's nowhere near.
He's going to go AI. He's AI.
Yeah, I think he is just going to be in time, but he's not going to have... he's only going to have 1 spawn. As Hokori just fight it in the pool room here. He's going to get 1 in cap, maybe not even. Yuffie doesn't go down, and Hokori, what a call to push forward away from the hittables into this pool room.
That is...
Makes me wonder why teams don't fight it in there more often, actually. That looks like quite a solid room to take the tank.
Yeah, I mean, that tank died so fast. He didn't even get his forward
really
punch
did.
off. He didn't get it. That's how fast he was decimated by the survivors without support. The Hunter even got stumbles. Here goes the support. Oh, it's getting melted at the moment. Jockey and the Smoker pull a combo to get the only damage on the Fed, which is the DB. But this bonus sitting at 818 bonus right now. Elliot, Hokori's about to get this completely out of control in their favor, if not a lot of damage comes out.
This is going to be a substantial lead. This will be by far the biggest lead of the match so far, unless Bear Ridge can knock off a lot of bonus here. It was a nice double charge. It was a double boom and a double charge, MK, but the tank was just too far away, trying to make the dumpsters work. Maybe on a different day he would have been able to snipe one of the survivors with a dumpster, but today was not that day. Charger's gonna spawn and Rochelle doesn't land. Gets a couple of punches, but they are gonna be able to spit on Nick. And that is your Fed losing even more of the DB. DB's down to 67. Health bonus 60.
You said the thing.
Knock off about 100 bonus.
You said the thing, just so you know. Yeah, you did. You said the thing.
I said the thing. 6-7 into that.
But this is the choke point I was talking about. The Kitty Land transition out of the pavilion with the quad up above you is probably the best opportunity you have to land a quad here, Elliot. You're gonna have commons everywhere.
Might be the only opportunity at this rate.
Yeah, this is difficult to take this choke point when they come out of this It is very dangerous for the survivors. So they need to get this skeet, or they could get wiped very much here. This is extremely dangerous choke point. Elliot, here it comes. And look at how slow they're going. They're not even going out yet, because they know what's on the other side.
Okay. Here it doesn't come. They're taking it very slowly. Fed, pushing out, baiting a bit. I've been quadded in this exact spot myself. It doesn't feel good.
Now,
here they go. They are pushing forward, and they've pushed all the way past the spawns. The charger. Oh, he actually lands the charge. The smoker does get cleared. Yafed doesn't win the 1v1. So he's going to take a bit more damage. It's another 100 coming out, but crucially they didn't get quadded. Smoker and charger do land. I think the jockey must have got M2'd.
yeah, their attempt doesn't work out. They'll eat another set of pills. 555 bonus remaining, which means they're going to have, as it sits, about an 800-point lead. Elliot, if I did my math correctly, if they walk in with this at the moment. Boomer goes in, gets a single boom, does die off first. They still full send. Oh, this is big. And the jockey in the spit. Oh,
the death spit.
Oh my goodness.
He's getting sizzled. He is getting badly sizzled. 120. No, over 200.
It almost cut in half right there, Elliot. It almost cut in half. That is, what a hit. Coming out from a 2-2, Elliot. It was a 2-2.
The DB is gone. Yeah, they just solo boomed your Fed, and he was completely locked. He had every comment on the map, it felt like, on him.
The DB's almost gone already.
The DB is it is gone, okay? It is 0. It's long gone.
It is gone. The fact that they have 330 bonuses all on permanent health only, and that set of pills. Charger waddling in. Oh, he lands the smoker, and they'll still walk in with 310. They take the most they could away, and I think they'll keep it under 3,000, right? Yeah.
They do keep it under 3,000. It's about a 550 point lead. As we get a little bit of confusion.
Yeah, I mean,
getting baited by one of the casters.
Yeah, everything is played here except for Parish Overgrowth Finale. If you want to be a championship team in RBT, you have to play through all of it and keep the lead after all the chapters. We originally did have it, so you, hold on a second. We did originally have it, so the first finale wasn't played, but then it would be unfair because then one team that voted their campaign didn't get the finale played, so we decided just to let both of them be played. Same as home as away, except for one extra chapter on it. So people play home and away many years, so the total of 2 is just literally adding 1 chapter, or if they do want a gentleman's agreement, they can put into the match chat that both teams don't want to play the finale, but they have not done that, Elliot, so we're playing everything.
Yep, we are. We're playing map 5, and then an entire another campaign in Tripday. I believe Tripday is 5 maps. I haven't actually played it that many times.
Yes, and no to everybody who's asking me this. Back to School is 6 chapters, and no, it will not be an RPT 8, so 6 chapter campaign won't be played. For those that are asking.
Back to School, my favorite map. Home and away on Back to School, and you're playing for like 4 hours.
So here's the question: when you play Back to School on home and away, how many chapters did you actually have to play out of 6?
I got knocked out before I got to play. That was
Oh, okay.
I scrimmed it quite a few times, but I didn't end up making it far enough in the tournament to play it.
Yeah, I'm very happy that there aren't that many 6-chapter campaigns playing competitively. Actually, only 1. And it's not that popular. It's very rare to be seen. But here we go, Elliot, into the first finale. Lead by Hokori, 29-72, 24-32. About 550 points in favor for Hokori. Six chapters still left.
If we can get on the monorail.
Still certainly anyone's game, as there we go, Bear Ridge have done it. They have gotten, oh actually no, they did get some damage on the first hit of map 4 as well, but I'd say that is their best
Gun.
hit one of the match so far.
Let's get
And the hunter landed. It was
Yeah.
not skeeted on the opening attack, so that's a big success.
Turns out that's all that is needed, is your hunter to land. Yafed takes 23 damage.
I'm a reload.
And
Next.
was that a quad sack? It was a quad sack, MK.
Reloading.
Imagine the impact it would have landing a quad right now on a finale worth 700 distance. Would be quite a turn of events for Bear Ridge. Can they do so? We'll see. 2 gas cans are up here right now. I think they might just go for the other one because they know there's a quad. And that's exactly what they're going to do. I would bring all 4 over here right now, Elliot, actually.
Hey, I'm reloading.
That's just me, though.
Just to look cool.
Yeah, just because you can.
Reloading.
And they're not going to do it. Instead, they will wait for the quad try over here. And where is Bear Ridge going to take it? All the guns seem to be looking up at the moment. They're going to send it now. And the Charger misses. Hunter success and the Smoker success. That's it. Everything else. And at least the Charger will get to try and despawn. I don't think it's going to be able to up here, Elliot. I don't think it's going to be able to get far enough. And now that Charger's getting... Oh, it does. Lucky.
He does get the despawn.
Ammo here.
Go onto the monorail.
Reloading.
Get on the monorail track.
The 2-2 with a jockey charge. And not in position to go yet. Okay, wait a minute. Survivor's back off.
Reload.
Interesting.
Yeah, they
Why?
I don't know. And they're now allowed spawns above them. The jockey can't figure it out, though. Okay, the jockey finally figures it out. Interesting, Elliot.
Jump down on this side.
Do push forward. I mean, I feel like this is just begging to get charged here if you're Hokori. The Charger misses his rocket.
Around for corn dogs.
And that changes everything on the hit now. And this Charger's also very weak. 341 HP, just gonna be deleted. Gets a fist though, and I guess that's a good. I guess that's the best you could ask for, considering his health
I'm a reload.
was a Charger fist.
I'm in.
But
This arena's about to get.
this will be tank number 5 for Bear Ridge, and it will be. Ooh, that was close, Elliot.
That is a one-way, right? If
Yeah,
Ellis
yeah.
got smoked forward, then the survivors have to pay that tank in front.
And that's definitely beneficial for the tank.
Yeah, doesn't quite get the pull, but that looks close. Shockwave does get jockeyed for a second, but look, Yafed is once again seems to be taking all the damage. At least most of it. And this is another Sakura tank. I believe Sakura was the tank last map as well, so this is his opportunity for redemption. Didn't unfortunately have the best tank last map. Some unfortunate hittable control. It is always a little bit luck based. Oh,
Ooh.
that rock is close.
I can't believe how actually close that was. Like, the distraction from the SI almost worked out to get a free range rock out in the open, which shouldn't happen. No, that rock ain't gonna land. And he should lose his full pass here and have to commit whenever the spawns are up. And Hokori should... I don't know if they're going to, Elliot, but they should just back off. There is no reason to be close to this dumpster at all.
They're giving this tank a lot of sight here. I mean, they've chipped him a little bit, but he's still first pass. They can go for another hit. They are just going to commit this. They don't want to sack these. Good spawn rotation. The survivor's kite away from the hittable immediately, and the tank doesn't even bother going for it. A nice pull onto Nick. He gets his pills off. This is Yafed gonna go down again. Does get away, but the repull onto Coach, and no one's close enough to clear him. This is a misplay from Zyko, splitting himself. Hunter lands the jockey. MK. Oh, clutch from 33. If he got jockeyed there, that was a wipe.
Yes, it would have been.
Tank is cornered. Psycho, he's gonna go for one final rock. Doesn't land it, but big damage. Oh my god, that was close, MK. For such an open area, to nearly get tri-capped and then have the last guy cornered, that would have been a pretty colossal misplay from Hokori. 33, saving them.
Yeah, if that, like you said, that jockey lands, that's a wipe, and then Bear Ridge just mounts a comeback with the ease. But instead, Corey's going to be able to crawl through this finale. They're going to have to consume almost all the pills within 2 hits. They do have 4 sets of pills, though. So that'll be a benefit for them as they pick them all. Oh, wait a minute. For some reason, they're not picking them up, but Hunter coming through. Survivor completely separated. And the Charger comes out. The Charger lands. And the Charge Spit will land, but in a very unorthodox manner. And that's going to be, well, they don't even have to eat another set of pills, but still great damage onto Rochelle, who is a permanent HP from the 90s all the way down to 68.
And I don't think Hokori are going to be seeing the chopper on this one, MK. This is quite a hard map unless they've changed it to be considerably shorter in the new remix. This is quite a long finale from what I remember. As the next hit does come in, Charger doesn't quite land, but the Hunter does. Zyko hasn't been skating as much as he did on the first few maps, and yeah, MK damage is just rolling out every hit. 2 more sets of pills, 1 in Shockwave's hand, 1 on the stage, picked up by Zyko.
And the
Survivors they're gonna go for as much distance as they can, but they're not making it to the chopper. I can almost guarantee that.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do so, as they now have the Charger going in. The Charger gets cleared in an instant. A little greedy there for a long charge, but like you said, not a lot of damage though this time. We're able to negate most of it, but Shockwave will have to consume another set of pills right now to be fast, and he has done so. They're down to 1 set. And now they have to wait a little bit before the next part comes up here. I believe it's about 30-second wait. We'll have to take some commons. But did they go to a quad sack? Because if they could just wait inside in safety. No, tri-cap boom. And they should go fast. Smoker walking in. Jockey, where's the Smoker full? The Charger completely fails. So I don't think the Charger should go now. And not a lot of damage from that hit again. 2 hits, what? 40 damage, Elliot? That's all.
Not a lot from the SI, but crucially, Hokori are losing 3 HP a second just from bleed. That adds up pretty quickly.
Smoker, Spitter, Charger, Hunter. Now everything above. Smoker goes really kind of early. And
saw the separation.
The Charger
didn't completely whiff his rocket. That
oh, but he
does land the charge.
And a slam.
Unfortunately, the spit had already spat.
And you know what, Elliot? I am actually kind of leaning on the fact that they might actually make it. They're getting close to the end already. This is the hardest one right here, is this gas can. If they get the gas can, there's 2 more switches. They gotta go back around and turn it off, and then stand on the stage. They're actually pretty close to finishing this up. They're about 80% of the way through the map right now. Smoker pull again.
Zyko split again.
They stack on Zyko, and he's gonna go down, I think. Yes!
What is Zyko doing? This is like 3 times this map that he's just been split and getting pulled by a smoker. And I think that's now Zyko black and white? No, that was only his first in-cap.
Yeah, the Smoker did not in-cap him next to that dumpster during the tank fight, even though he was smoked for about, like, 22 seconds. He was just chilling with the Smoker. The Smoker does the least amount of damage, unfortunately, for Asari at the time. If it was anything else, it probably goes down. But the Boomer will grab onto one. It is Zyko. Zyko being picked on quite a bit. Oh, the ski comes out again. Charger lands onto Zyko. And Boomer kills off, and here comes the fireworks. And Elliot, they're here. All they have to do is stay on the stage, and they made the rescue vehicle. But the question is, bonus, I don't think they're going to be able to hold on to it. It's all on 33 right now. And and they're for sure
Don't
gonna
they need
stack
to-
him.
They need to loop around to the other side, right? And walk all the way to the dock.
Yep. But
Or they don't. Oh, they've changed it.
they just gotta stand on the stage and then walk around.
Right.
But they gotta delay this pickup. Oh, they tried to DP Psycho and he missed. It almost worked, Elliot. If he would have
Yeah.
landed the DP, I think he dies.
Oh, he actually spat on the stage. Yeah, it looked like the hunter just straight missed.
Because it didn't even register as a skeet. It just counted as a kill. So it was definitely not
Oh,
a
it
skeet.
landed. I saw the hunter landed on the floor. He didn't land on the survivor. And the chopper has arrived. It has spawned in and slowly heading over.
And they have bonus still, Elliot. They actually have points. It's not a lot. But hey, anything plus distance is something here.
Especially with how that tank fight went. Now the quad is up. They haven't made it yet. Nice quick clean. Zyko is gonna die. Yes, that is a dead Zyko.
It's-
Jockey in the back.
And
I think it is gonna be the white here, MK.
I think so, but it was also one more important thing, is it was the rolling tri-cap at the end, and I think that was the first rolling tri-cap we had of the tournament match. I don't think there was any solid tri-caps.
There was the tri-cap that wiped Bear Ridge last map.
Oh, you're right, yes. 3 against 4. I completely forgot. That is correct.
If that counts.
But alright, so now, if you want to see what is needed to even the match, 700 Delta would put them at
About
31...
350 bonus.
Yeah, 31-23 with full Delta. No bonus on that on top of it, just the distance alone. So we're going to have a pretty tight match unless there's a tank wipe coming into the next campaign. And unfortunately, I forgot the shortcut for Tripday. I don't remember where it is, but for now, we'll find that shortcut in a minute. Boomer Spitter 2-2 coming up. I mean, Boomer Spitter 2-2 obviously, but I mean Hunter Jockey 2-2 coming in here.
If we can get on the monorail, we can
I think
jump
it
the
might be
fence.
Tripday match, one word, if I remember correctly. Hunter misses onto Coach, who had his back turned. Still takes quite a bit of damage.
Yeah, ACA loses 21 health to 2 SI. Spit damage and something else got him.
The
How-
jockey.
How? Oh, okay. I was about to say, I was like, how, that math doesn't equal up. But it does if you're a jockey, for sure. And they go tri-cap spit, though. Hokori just chooses to go overall damage instead of a quad try. Interesting.
And they'd have the spit for the
got a
cans
can.
as well. It's not necessarily worth trying to burn the cans here because you only need to collect 3 and they're quite close and there's 4 of them, but it is an option that he can spit on the can. So the hit's gonna come in. I'm watching this hunter land onto Shock and he does spit on the can. Actually, I think he gets 2 of them. So that's gonna mean another hit.
Actually, no, they do have
Oh,
3.
no, he only got the
yeah,
one.
they only got 1,
Yeah.
yeah. So they should be able to put them all in before...
I got it.
Actually, no, they won't be able to. They should just get spawns in and...
I got a hit.
Get out of there, Ellis.
It's a spitter, dude.
Sakura taking
I got a can.
a little bit of extra spit damage.
it's
Nice pop.
not scavenge for real. I mean, I like him trying to say he's gonna hold his ground, but...
Spit coming.
And Hokori playing with scavenge the legit way, trying to delay it as much as possible, and the reward is 10%.
Ammo here.
Picking the spit through the roof, I think that was.
Go, onto the monorail.
So Spitter does die.
Almost there.
And this match so far has. Oh, that is a scratch coming out. I was gonna say, this match so far really has been a bit of a tennis matches. Ooh, okay. I thought for a second that Nick was gonna drop and leave Rochelle to get smoked. Sakura just took like 20 full damage, by the way.
Reloading.
For no reason.
Yeah, just
Sweetheart.
walked off the monorail.
And can't really see who's going to have the tank for Hokori. The spec HUD seems to be a bit bugged at the current moment, but we know we have a jockey hunter or charger with that, but they're not going to get a chance.
Jumps into the water. Tank is up in the hands of Zyko.
And if you're Hokori, I'll be honest here, Elliot. There's not a person I'd probably want to have the tank more than a Zyko. Probably one of the top tank players that are active in the community. Very wise.
One of the top players that's active in the community.
Oh, look at this!
Ooh,
Free charge
Despite-
in the open, Elliot. What?
does get cleared, but yes, eating the charge.
I'm sorry, you were saying? I didn't mean to cut you off on Zyko there.
Now, shoot it.
Saying probably one of the top players in the community, period, at the moment. Despite what last map would tell you, with him walking off and getting smoked multiple times.
It does happen to the best of us. You do have, being a player of his altitude, you need some confidence taking certain areas, but you're gonna go for another hit with this Hokori tank.
my God,
that was
that rock was
so close, Elliot. The distraction was top tier.
I actually thought that rock landed on Coach. It bounced on the ground next to him.
Alright, now the LOS is hard. They do a little bit of chip first. They'd rather go for chip rather than LOS.
Ammo here.
Oh, look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Oh, that. Oh. Their distraction attempts on rocks are quite impressive, Elliot. I'm serious. They don't get it, but those are really close. It shouldn't go unnoted.
Very close rocks. But neither of them landed, and Zyko has taken 750 damage. It's over 10% of his health gone. Boomer gets popped. And yeah, it looks like Bear Ridge are just playing for the chip. I mean, I don't mind it. If you're gonna not eat rocks, and they haven't so far, then you can go for chip. Under 5k now on Zyko.
And
I think he's gonna have to commit, yeah.
And he's got to dig this out too, Elliot. He's gonna. Oh, it's not working. Ooh, that was scary, Elliot. That bounced down so fast. And they chip him down 2k. This is 2,000, Elliot. That's a lot of damage. He's about to go AI.
He's really banking on this dumpster. And it's just out. There's no way he gets to that now.
Nope.
This is just a 4,000 health tank. He is not gonna get a punch on Rochelle, does with the stumble. And is gonna get a rock and a punch onto Ellis. Maybe one more for good measure. Does secure the in-cap. One in-cap. It's
Get up.
not too bad, but not too good if you're Hokori.
No problem.
And Bear Ridge
Damn, I hurt.
gonna want to look to take the lead back again. What a ping pong match we have here, MK. Just back and forth.
Exactly, and we're not even halfway through it, which is kind of the crazy part.
Vigilance.
And the same thing happens to ACA that happens to Zyko when they take this choke point. Completely oblivious, they walk into it, they take a massive loss. And a little bit of overconfidence coming out from Barrage here, in my opinion, Elliot. You gotta be playing on your best. You gotta be alert. He was not looking up in the air at all. And the Charger has easy success. Pills are popped, they'll have another set. But the bonus dips down to 912. And
Yeah,
here,
ACA does pop his pills. I wonder if that's the right call. This is a long map, as we know. The jockey lands in the back, and the smoker. And a punch onto Ellis.
and they're
Oh,
not
he's still
clearing
jockeyed.
this.
He's still jockeyed around the corner. Big damage.
They just killed the tank and taken 2 full hits. And they lost 20% of their bonus on those 2 hits alone, Elliot. Just about. A little bit less, but that is way too much value coming out from Hokori. And if they keep this up, Hokori might actually gain some ground. And they're going in again, and look at this, Hunter lands again! There's no skeet. Pound spit success. And they're playing very, very sloppy right now, Elliot. Very sloppy from Barrage.
Gonna sack for a quad on Hokori. I'd also just like to take a moment to point out that Sakura did 26 damage to that tank. Not 26%, 26. 0%.
That tank probably is a no-hitter if he shoots it a little bit. Instead of focusing SI just a little bit. I know you might be the shotgun player.
Skeet the hunter. Yeah, I think he did skeet the hunter, but 26 is pretty diabolical.
Yeah, you gotta get at least like 8, you know what I mean? There, Elliot, at least 8%. Oh, the skeet comes out this time. No quad for the jockey rides. And they finally thwart a quad. And the last 2 attacks will take 5% each total. A value of 10%, I mean, but still, 700 and... No, I can say that. 764 bonus left. I'm not going to say that number. But they go down to 729, and now they find more pills. Yeah, I'm just going to shut up, Elliot. They keep getting more bonus because they keep picking up pills.
Well, they have picked up all of the pills. I can confirm there's no more. So the hunter gets skated.
Aw, that poor smoker. Did you see that, Elliot? That's really unlucky. The smoker tongue pulled the guy behind the person who was in the front. And we all know what that's like. We've all experienced it.
Oh, that is the textbook Left 4 Dead experience, pulling the guy behind the guy that you actually want to pull.
Yeah, and that completely sacked the attack for Hokori. And he's not passing this, which means they're going to be able to hit on it now. And they do. They delay it. And he just yeets it out of here because of the spinner. I don't know if you saw how fast Coach threw that thing away. It was hilarious.
Did not want to risk having the can burned. And fair enough, because you'd have to completely go back to the other side of the map to pick it up when it respawns.
Alright, well, Elliot, 700 bonus remaining. And Hokori wiped out. This would be a significant lead of about 400 for Bear Ridge if they're able to hold on to this while the Boomer sacks out. I think they're just going to have to sack for one last good hit.
I think there's probably at least 2 more good hits in it for Hokori here. But maybe no more than that. So they definitely want to get... I mean, I think you want to at least drop it to 400, maybe 500 bonus max.
They all have to stand on that for this to work, by the way.
The hit is going to come in, and that's a smoke onto Coach. Does get cleared. Bit of spit damage onto Ellis. It's 100 bonus gone.
And they're not. They gotta all stand on it. Wait, what?
Oh no, they've done it. They have all stood on it.
Okay. And they should be able to open the door before Hokori has spawns. They should. There it is. And they can get through this. They should quickly. They do the Charger Rockets early. Does lit. It's a rolling tri-cap. Elliot, what a time for it. They clear it up pretty good, but they do get a lot of damage. And Hokori's only going to be able to take the lead. I mean, Bear Ridge by what, like 130? Instead of a couple hundred?
That.
Yep.
Yeah, about 150 points. I said it, MK. I said 4 or 500 would be a reasonable target for Hokori to hit, and 444. And maybe even less. They're going to have time for one more hit because the Slivers are greeting pills. This Hunter's going to get a spawn with the spits. Does get skated. Charger gets skated. Alright, good shutdown from Bear Ridge. And that is good half.
Let's see what the lead will be. We'll have to wait to add up the score. 35-59 to 34-66. All right, and we are back in the action with the quickness. This is what we love. We don't like a lot of waiting. That was about a nice 5 minutes, Elliot, and we are already into action time. Hokori has lost the lead going into the second game. Not a big lead. It's about less than 100 points, though, Elliot. So very close. But here we go. Hunter is successful. Smoker is, too. They're not clearing the Hunter as the Charger. That Charger really was funny. But doesn't find a home, and that is the first attack shut down. And not a lot of damage, but the Charger does die at the end. And the sack order is not great. So the next set of spawns aren't going to be the greatest for Hokori. But look at how fast Bear Ridge is. Even though that boom land, they're already through the warehouse now. After talking to the Asia community, they said Outline was probably the least favorite amongst the community, so we went with the other three. And they were all picked quite evenly as well, Elliot, so the maps were evenly spread. But here comes the attack, and they're going to land a double cap. Smoker lands, but they're in the spit.
Up in the back.
Yeah, and
Damage.
2 hits, 11%. Good value. I would take that. Especially on this map, too. Especially on this map. I would say out of all the Tripday's map, Elliot, this one's probably the most survivor-sided. The minimum amount of big rocket spawns above. The rest of the campaigns are just littered with a lot of rocket spawns. And they're going to go in.
It's also just a very short map. They're going to go inside the train car. Nick is going to get punched. Does get cleared fairly quickly, but yeah, you know, consistent damage coming out.
And
Yeah,
that,
this is a bit like Parish 1, MK. It really is a very short map.
yeah, and this kind of just gets their feet wet into... They come out early. They can't stay in there because there's a spitter. Staying in there would have been an absolute disaster. Shout out to Skyrise. But here we go. Charger coming around. Take it away, Elliot.
Whoa!
Oh, my
double
goodness!
charge with the smoke at the back as well. Nick getting sizzled. That is a lot of damage, MK. Maybe they should have stayed in the train car. The Charger was alive for so long. It was like down to 200 health and still is able to land a double charge. The Survivor's just getting locked up by the common.
And they're going to hold the pills. Interesting. They're not going to pop pills yet. But right now, Hokori's firing on all cylinders. They've gotten 4 hits. They've taken 33% of the bonus away from their adversaries, which is great value. And Shockwave will have a tank number 6 for his team. And he is digging this out. But so far, remember, Zyko did get the extra tank last campaign, and it didn't really work out as they go for damage. You get another 5% damage with just 3?
3 HP. I wonder if you should just in-cap him at this point. Or do you really want to pop? You'd have to pop 2 sets of pills here. If you're Asari.
There is a set of pill back by the gate, too. He's going to get it right now. Yep. Okay, he's got it. Okay.
He is going to double pop. They won't in-cap him.
And now I think we try to play maybe 1 rock here because they have a boomer. Or no, I think they're banking. They're just gonna go with the boomer again, Elliot. Nope, never mind. They're stacking.
It's popped.
Just when you
Quick
thought,
pop.
just when you think you figured them out, Elliot, they just completely say, nope, that's not what we're doing.
Yeah, they definitely would love to play a bit of rock, but Survivor's not giving him any sight. He's down to 30% second pass, MK. He's got to go. 25. Yep, he is gonna have to commit. Now, dumpsters are in and workable. Charger misses. Oh, that would have been huge if it landed. But it didn't. And Survivors are kiting away. He's not having much luck. It's 5%. He's just got to go. He cannot spend any more time hitting dumpsters. Trying to get a punch onto Ellis. Oh my goodness, Ellis is absolutely giving the tank the feet, but the charge does land. It's a rolling tri-cap, MK.
No way. No way, Elliot.
Absolutely giving Shockwave the feet, and then his SI come in and bail him out. Oh my god, that dumpster nearly lands on Alice. Segura gets too close. 400, 200 health. It's probably all this tank is going to be able to get. I say all, it's a huge amount of damage.
Hey yo, we're a team. Come
It's
get me.
got Coach in a really awkward spot. I think the Survivors don't know quite how low this tank is.
Yeah, I think they got to stick together and just get the pickup. In my opinion here,
They're
Elliot.
not shooting him. I mean, the tank is so low that they can literally just kill him with chip. Oh, the tank is losing rage. Down to 50 health, 10 frustration.
This is screwed up, y'all. I need some help.
Here comes the charge. Doesn't land.
Oh,
he does
get
get
the
the rock.
rock!
He gets a rock on 50 HP. 50 HP and 5% rage, and he gets a rock.
Oh, come on.
Is gonna
You can
die,
make it.
but that is
See,
a
you're fine.
huge amount of damage, MK.
All right.
Yeah, that was a complete failure of everybody but Sakura. Sakura got cornered, got out with no hits, and then his team gets tri-capped. There's no excuse there, Elliot.
Sakura did also get capped. I'm gonna.
Oh, he was? Okay.
He did get jockeyed, I believe. He was the one who got jockeyed. It was a failure by everyone except for the hunter and the jockey. I think the hunter and jockey, whoever they were, really bailed that tank out.
But if you are Bear Ridge, there's no excuse. You cannot get tri-cap to that tank, and you gotta know the tank's rage. I think if they just ran back and hid, it would have won AI, and they just ran backwards. They would have had no chance. Instead, they will still make bonus.
5%.
Yeah, if
The
all they
tank
had to do is
5% when he got in and started punching, and he was 5% when he landed that rock.
they still salvage 44 bonus out of that somehow, Elliot. So it's not a complete loss for Bear Ridge, but what could have been is amazing. That was almost a no-hitter until almost a wipe. Crazy what a couple seconds can do.
It really did go from 0 to 100 real fucking quick on that tag fight.
I still can't believe that. That was almost
Yeah.
nothing, Elliot. Multiple
When
times.
Sakura got out of that corner, it was like maybe a one-punch tank. Anyway, as it happened,
Reloading.
Bear Ridge do make the safe room, but yeah, only 40 bonus. This is a pretty low point map. Like I said, I compare this to Parish 1, 300 distance,
Sounds like a smoker.
similar amount of bonus. So the first hit is going to come in and get pretty quickly shut down. Nice boom though. 1 to 3. And Hokori, if they have a very clean map, will probably retake the lead again. MK, albeit only just.
Yeah, that would be the third time too. They claim the lead over. I got this. My bad, guys.
I believe we had Hokori leading on map 1 and then map 2 briefly, or narrowly rather. Bear Ridge took the lead on map 3, Hokori took it back on map 4, Bear Ridge took it back again on map 5. And we might have it changing hands again here as that spit doesn't spread onto Coach. Shockwave, with the blessing of the gods, just like walking on water, hovers out of the spit.
Yes, he does. I don't think there's a spitter either. They might just hide inside the... they need to hit him before they
sure
get
they
in there.
will.
They need to hit him like
Yep,
now,
it's
like
already
right
in.
now. And they're... Oh, the smoker grabbed the wrong guy! Oh no! It happened again. The tongue broke. Now wait a minute. If they don't come out, they're gonna get a spitter. They gotta get out of there. They still have a
Got a
couple.
few more seconds.
Yeah, they have a couple more seconds. Uh-oh, Elliot. Elliot, if this is a spitter, they
Spit
are.
up now.
They
Get
gotta
in
get
there.
out. They gotta get
Nice
out.
Hunter, no. Go.
Oh my goodness. They're lucky that's not worse. Hokori is so lucky.
Hill's here.
Yeah, I think the spitter spat kind of too far in one corner. If you spit
I guess
in the
I'll take
middle
this
of
here
the train
machine gun.
car, or maybe just like slightly offset, you will get pretty much the entire train car covered in spit.
Here we go. Tank number 6 for Bear Ridge into the hands of Sakura. And Sakura also had the extra tank for his team too.
Yeah, I think this is the third tank in a row for Sakura. I think he had map 4 and 5 last campaign.
And 6 here.
And now he's having number 6 here, yeah.
He could have another if he gets to the finale, of course. It's rare to have the one person get the extra tanks, but it is possible. And he's wasting no time. And look at Shockwave with incredible aggression. Knowing the spawns are down, it's not the greatest dumpster.
It's not too bad of a spot. It's on the guns at the back. He has a boom though. Are they gonna commit with the boom?
Now we
No,
can't
just-
now.
They're just gonna attack it. Sakura's taking quite a bit of chip.
Yeah, and if they would walk into the safe room with the bonus that they have right now, they would have the lead by about 340. So that's how tight the game is. So even if they perfect this tank, that's all they'll have. And he's going to have to bounce this off. He's still first pass, though. This is important to note, Elliot. That's a good dumpster. Oh, the Hunter could have alley-ooped that. He failed. Not the
Coach
great.
is completely split. Cap him.
Why-
Shockwave is completely split. He does. They kind of take him though from the tank. What is going on? Charger in the back on the dumpster.
Another
He's
dumpster?
gonna get another ring cap onto 33.
Oh, is this a wipe, Elliot? Oh, he missed!
Oh, he misses the punch. I don't think it is. No, he doesn't have enough health. Psycho is gonna be able to kill this tank. He's not dead. They didn't kill him. He's gonna send in the car.
Oh my goodness! There's no way, Elliot. These are so close.
Yep, nearly.
What a boomer pop. The
Getting a haircut there.
That boomer failed pretty bad, though. That boomer should have definitely rocket spawned instead of walk in there, crouch spawn. Oh, look at this, look at this, look at this! Oh my goodness, these hittables are insane! He's dead now. He should probably just die so they get a good spit hit for the safe room. And it's going to be the lead taken by Hokori regardless. Unless Sakura can jump in the water. Or he's going to try for a Hail Mary dumpster, but the skybox denies him. And yeah, this is safe room made by Hokori now.
Gonna have to send a hit without the tank. Maybe the tank can get close enough to land a rock. Yes, here comes the charge. Doesn't land the charge. Throwing a rock isn't gonna land, and yes, Hokori will take a very narrow lead. But that is the lead changing hands again. MK.
Not by as much as we
might get
thought,
over.
though. Not by as much as we thought. I cannot believe how many hittables were so close to hitting that where that in-cap person was. It was two or three, wasn't it? It's crazy.
Super scuffed tank fight, to be honest. Kind of by both teams. Shockwave didn't try and run back. Thought he wouldn't be able to make it with the hittable there. The tank was able to punch him, but punched like cleared him from the jockey, which if he just left it, the jockey could have lined him up on the hittable. Was able to get the in cap. It was a nice charge on the back onto Yafed, I think, which set up another hittable. And then he had the chance to punch Zyko immediately into the corner, and that really might have been a wipe. And then he whiffed. Zyko got out of the corner. Oh, MK. Absolute tennis match here. Both teams just giving and taking as much as they can.
Yeah, and we're going to go to another early tank fight. Not as early as some of the others in the past that we've seen on this campaign, but 34% of the way. I'm trying to remember exactly where this is. It's going to be at, Elliot. This is on the other side of the alley, I'm pretty sure. That little alley choke point.
Yeah, I think
Can they
this
make it
will
to the
be in
trees?
that-
Can they make
I
it
think
to...
this will be in the tree area.
Okay,
yeah.
alright. It's hard to get a wipe in the tree, but usually you can corral a survivor and get a pretty easy in cap. There's a lot of things to bounce off of the survivors when you punch them, so usually they won't go flying too far away.
You can get a dumpster into that tree area too, and that can be quite dangerous. Bounce off trees and hit survivors and just go all over the place.
That's the best hittable to have. Dumpster, in my opinion, is probably the most ideal for control. And
Absolutely.
maybe the hatchback could be argued, but it's a little bit bulky and big. But all right, here we go. Hokori outside the safe room. Charger comes in. Charger lands. Charge spit. Beautifully set up with the SI. Smoker even body blocks for a few ticks. And they almost get rid of the pill bonus with the first hit. Shockwave already down to 57. That is a 3-punch survivor with a misplay of Hokori if the tank can get into him.
Nice clean first hit. Yep. Knocking over 40 health off Shockwave on hit 1. Corey wastes no time pushing all the way past the choke. My god, they moved quickly through that map. And they're now out into the trees. Jockey's pouncing around behind, just being a rat. Hunter gets shot down. Boomer does land on 1, but nothing else does. Psycho back on the board with another skeet. And Tank is going to be up.
And here is tank number 7 in the hands of Asari, and they blast him down for about 400. Very aware, Corey, to make sure they get all the value they can.
Yeah, they were really ready for that, Hokori.
Doesn't seem like a lot, but in a match like this, that 400 health means everything on a commit.
I mean, the tank didn't spawn that close. It was a lot for the circumstance, I think. As Asari is going to get his dumpster in, and this is where things can get scary here for the survivors. It's like playing pinball with your own life. The dumpster can bounce off trees and ricochet and do all sorts of weird and wacky things in this area.
I think he's going for the second dumpster. But Corey might push forward if he gets it. They're thinking about it. Look at him.
I don't know about this. I don't think you can. Oh, is he going to do it? He is. And the survivors are going to let him. They're not going to push forward.
Oh my gosh, Elliot, he's almost dead. He's down to 1900 health.
So much damage.
Oh, he got
doesn't land.
He got this kill on the Hunter. No way. That is insane. One more Hail Mary dumpster. No.
Dead tank.
And I think he got 2 hits, which is, I guess, best for the case that was unfolded in front of him. But Hokori, still 80% bonus post-tank. Mean business right now. And they're halfway through the map. And they're about to take this choke point, too. They don't even get a hit here.
They might start pulling away with it, MK.
We don't know. They're in the in the cornfield, but this cornfield's not like the sugarcane field. They have some gaps to walk where they can see, and they have to back off and take a hit at the choke point, and it's not a great hit. There's no smoker and no jockey, which are probably the 2 cappers you want for this hit. See if you can get someone from behind.
It's all gonna be on the charger to land, really.
Reloading.
As it so often is. Hunter is pre-spawned behind, but the survivors hear the Hunter and just immediately run away. Charger misses, Hunter gets skeeted. MK, Hokori have shown up.
Yeah, they absolutely have, and it looks like they've officially gone into a quad attempt. Because they have to hit this button. There's no room to hide in. They can just hide underneath that awning. That's all they can do. And it's not what they're going to do. They're going to stay out in the open. Where are they going to go? They're going to put their back on a... Can they spawn on top of that, Elliot?
I don't think they can, no.
Okay. I don't like where they're going over. They're going where a charger can spawn. This might have a chance of actually working out, Elliot. Look at their spawn locations. If this charger can get in there... Here it comes. They're ready to go. Jockey is on its way in. Hunter's on its way in. The jockey is being focused. Oh, they land. The charger fails. Almost a tri-cap, but they get some decent damage. About 9% comes of it. And Hokori's going to start progressing through the map yet again, and only 30% left.
Yeah, I mean, they get a little bit of damage, but not a huge amount. Zyko and Shockwave are going to pop and find another set of pills, and yeah, they're making short work of this map. Probably 3 hits left max for Hokori, or onto Hokori for Bear Ridge.
Interesting choke point. I don't know if they're going to choose the top or the bottom. But failure will have a consequence. Looks like they're going to bank on the bottom.
They're going to try and hit on the bottom, guys. Not that easy to do. You kind of have to come around the corner or come over the pipes. as that's where the Hunter is. Hunter's behind the pipe, charges around the corner up top. Psycho drops and just immediately climbs back up the ladder as the boom has popped. It's one spawn down. Hunter gets chipped a little bit. The charger doesn't land, but does get the stumble at least, which allows the Hunter to get in. But Zyko finds a little corner to tuck himself into, and it's only like 50 bonus, less. And there's another set of pills, MK.
Jeez, that's very beneficial for Hokori's cause. 734 points. I think they're about to be 100% of the way through the map. I think this might be it. And it's a tri-cap with the boom. I know the map goes on a little bit further than what the actual percentage says. But they gotta make this hit work, and it's not even the greatest set of spawns, Elliot. They really want to spit hit. But if they can land a boom and tri-cap the rest, and get all separation, which they have, could change their cause in an instant. And the infected are just don't really know what to do here. And here it goes. Smoker pull. They do land the jockey. Charger comes in late. Does get a multi-charge.
Double charge.
No slam, though. The boomer waddles in, gets some M2 slaps. And they get a little bit of more damage, down to 651. But I think they walk in with it. And they do, Elliot. And they're going to force Bear Ridge to have to perform, or it's going to start getting out of hand.
That is, I think, the biggest lead that we've seen so far this match. 1,300 points for Hokori. Bear Ridge definitely need to put on a good map here. So it's about 800 bonus that they need to equalize.
And you know, that is possible.
It is.
I'm not saying it's
I
likely,
wouldn't
but
say it's likely, no.
yeah, I'm not saying it's likely. I think right now if you're Bear Ridge, you want to just keep even here, and I'd be happy with that.
Even would be good. Even just down 100 would still mean it's a 200-point game.
But it's going to be hard. I'm not going to lie. It's going to be very difficult for Bear Ridge to mimic what Hokori just done. But we'll see if they can do so. As Alice immediately jumps onto the high ground. The parkour ability of the survivor is quite impressive. But it's not going to do much here. The smoker tongue does grab. Jockey and Charger get hit down for quite a bit.
Quick cleans on that tongue. Charges down to 200 health.
Bit of friendly fire though. 3 friendly fire went out. ACA taking 2, Sakura taking 1. Trying to bait them to come out of the jockey.
Dude. Charger gets melted.
Good shutdown, Elliot. Good start.
0 damage hit. And remember, Shockwave was at like 55 health after this first hit.
Now the only thing is, can they get through the alley fast enough? This is a difficult choke point to take.
They certainly can't. In fact, the spawns are up literally now. So they're not going to be able to get through the alley. I say that, they're gunning it. Boomer drops in. Gets a 2. Hunter isn't going to land. How did that Hunter not land on Azari? Just bounced against the wall, and I take it all back. They do get through with still 4 donuts on the side of Hokori.
Hey, look out!
That could be a turning point.
Obviously, they still have to fight this tank. How much chip can they get? Not much. Smoker was ready for it. In fact, almost, is that not any? How much health does this tank have? 59...
60 damage.
As opposed to the, 600. I was wondering what that Smoker was doing by not going in, but alright, he wanted to pull so his tank didn't take too much chip, and honestly, very good call.
Yeah, it was, Elliot. I mean, not a lot of people think of things like that, but that little bit, hey, if you're still alive, if this tank's alive with 300 health, we'll know why.
Dumpster's in. Is he gonna go for his second dumpster? He is not.
The Zyko.
As I'm yawning while the hit comes in.
And the Zyko tank up too. And Zyko is known for playing his tanks very long. I think if I am, yeah, Bear Ridge, and I know that this is Zyko, I wouldn't even want to chip him. I would just LOS so hard and not give him any opportunity to play long rock tank. That's exactly what he wants to do. And I mean, they're chipping him for it though, Elliot. That's a lot of chip.
Yeah, down to 5,400. Boomer. Oh, that rock was close. But the Boomer does get popped, and Zyko is going to go second pass here. He is going to have to commit with the charge and a jockey. Not sure what the last spawn's going to be. It's either a smoker or a hunter. But yeah, this will need to be the commit coming in from Zyko. He's not going to go for a second dumpster. Probably wise, to be honest. I think that second dumpster can be a bit of a bait, as we saw. And he's in.
Don't stop shooting!
Oh! Always get so freaked out when these dumpsters go flying around. Survivors are all in the generator area. Charger doesn't land. The survivors rotate around really cleanly. He's still punching his dumpster, MK, but 2 of his spawns are dead. He's not close to any of the survivors. This might be a no-hitter, MK. He's down to 1,500 health. He's gonna go for his dumpster.
Hey, shooting me ain't gonna help us.
Hope for a Hail Mary. Nope, that's out. 300 health, 285, 130, dead.
Wow.
MK. That is a no-hitter from Zyko.
The world, arguably the world's best active player. It's a no-hitter tank. Support has failed him. Can't say it's all on one player, but I don't like the commit of going for the dumpsters. I would have just liked the damage. You have the lead, Elliot. Just take advantage of it, and they don't.
Punch the dumpsters a few times, force them into that the generator section there, but then you got to go for punches. He had a chance, even with his spawns not landing, had the chance to get on top of them, throw some fists, spin a few jaws. He tunneled the dumpster and gets absolutely nothing for it. He's still on 0, MK. The tank player is on 0. You hate to see that.
Yeah, Bear Ridge right now is their morale has to be flying. They got to be feeling good. Hokori with a no-hitter. See how they respond to this. The Boomer unsuccessful, but the Charger gets deleted. But the Hunter Spit is successful because they really focused that Charger hard there, Elliot. And they'll gladly trade a little bit. And one thing to note, that the pill bonus that is added on top of the bonus is still existing, which means they still have a perfect bonus of the 90.9. And they actually have 2% above that. Very impressive right now for Bear Ridge, but now that's going to be tested with these next set of spawns here, because there's commons everywhere, Elliot, and they are trying to get on top, and they're a little discombobulated. Let's see what happens here. Jockey is up, Hunter is up. Smoker, it's going to be a quad try. It can change in an instant. Oh, what a ski coming out! And the Charger, no, the Smoker is the only thing that landed. And they're not going to wait. They're going to go so fast. Oh my gosh, Elliot, what is happening right now?
MK, we might see the lead change hands
Again! Elliot, wow. This is prime Left 4 Dead, bro. Prime Left. They're going to take the choke point. Elliot,
changing hand
look at
5 times in 5 maps.
They take the choke point down the stairs. They have a Hokori in their hands right now.
It's one hit. Pretty much one hit, maybe 1.5, like rushed at the end. And they don't have a charger, it's just a spit hunt. Even if it lands, it's probably not going to be that much damage.
This is all oh, they go for the back!
Oh, they go at the back. But the spit's not ready. It was a nice idea, but the spitter wasn't ready.
Oh my gosh, Elliot, they're going to walk in with almost a perfect score. They're 1.2% away from it. That's it. In the RBT quarterfinal match, Bear Ridge is going to put in 988 bonus if they get into the safe. They just did it. They did it. They did it. Holy crap. It's going to be 5,387, 5193. Elliot, you were right. Lead change again, the 4th time. Morale is flaring away for Bear Ridge right now. You can't disagree.
Every single player on Bear Ridge has 80-something health. They made it with 89% bonus. That is by far the highest bonus I've ever seen on this map. one of the highest bonuses I've ever seen, period. I think you might occasionally see like a 90-something% bonus on a like green ping Dark Carnival 1, but for this map, for this ping, that is an insane performance from Bear Ridge, and they've taken the lead again.
And not by a lot, though, but they do have it. That is one thing to note. And right now, like we were saying, Left 4 Dead is definitely a mental game. And you can't deny that Barrage has to be feeling good, but they have to lock in. They can't start getting cocky and take big damage here. And Hokori is also got to not let this affect their gameplay. Because this is something they're not used to, yielding 90% bonus to a team. And man, Elliot, do they have a really good set of spawns as I have the second rendition of my hiccups. I knew
You were doing well.
I was doing well,
we
yeah.
we nearly made it through. The Charger is gonna spawn. They know the Charger's in that room now. The tricky part is, even if you know he's there, there's actually not much you could do about it. That wall isn't bangable.
Ooh, gets.
Like, it does get chipped.
I think they'll even let the bait timer go out here for sure. I know for a fact.
Again. Oh, they're going back. Yeah, they're just gonna take the horde, I think.
I can't disagree. I mean, if you're gonna keep chipping away, oh, the Charger now.
Here comes the horde.
And they're pre-spawned, so they can't go up, Elliot. They can't go up because they're pre-spawned. There's nothing the SI can do but wait. Right? I don't think they can get back. No, there's nothing they can do, Elliot.
The jockey can spawn in the safe room, but that's literally it.
I think this is a brilliant play by Barrage. The commons are now gone. They have a smoker down 100 health. The Charger's half. Jockey does land.
Jockey just goes for it. Yeah, there we go. Jockey just says, fuck this. I'm making it happen. Oh my god. 0.00. I've never seen that. But still, good damage onto Skora, down to 53 health.
Yeah, they did almost a flawless job on taking that choke point. Really good attempt from Barrage and good smart play from the jockey, saving all of the SI's lives to make sure they got some kind of damage there. And I missed the tank at 40% here, Elliot, so it's probably going to be fought either here or back into the safe room area towards where they started. Of course, Hunter gets blasted. Jockey and Charger are very late to the show, and the Boomer Proxy is the only success they'll have there, bringing their average per hit down quite a bit. Nothing there. I don't know. What are they going to do with this tank, Elliot? I'm a little uncertain.
Reloading.
Probably they'll take it back into the safe room area, or the room just in front of the safe room. I think that is by far the easiest place to take it, and indeed, they are going to run back. Do need to move a little bit quickly. That log is hittable as the pounce lands. Oh, get out of there, survivors. The tank doesn't go for it. Plays a bit scared actually on 33. Doesn't want to take any chip. If that's me, I'm hitting that log at them every day of the week.
Yeah, you never know. You got to take the chance. They're not going to push you. They can't. I mean, I guess they
Really,
could have.
the tank was maybe if he really overhit it, they might have pushed him, but yeah. 33 did not want to risk it at all, and now the survivors are set up. I mean, this room is pretty easy to fight a tank in, if as the survivor.
We'll see how they can do. Taking it. Look at the Boomer spawn. The Boomer. Nope. Okay. Yeah, the Boomer's gonna have to sack. He'll have no success here. They want. Yeah.
No, they're going in with the boom.
Oh.
33's taken 1,000 chip already.
Oh, the Boomer.
Boomer just gets popped immediately. He whiffs the punch. Charger gets cleared. He's gonna get one punch onto Coach. 1, 2, and that's it. That is a dead tank.
Oh my goodness, Elliot.
That is such a clean take from Bear Ridge, MK.
Are we seeing a momentum shift? I don't know. They're not having good success. The morale right now for Bear Ridge has to be top tier. They get an extra set of pills. They double up on Sakura. The tank is dead. They have a 78% bonus and 70% of the map to navigate. This is all in favor of Bear Ridge. Well, I see something red in the distance. I don't know what that is. You see that, Elliot?
It's a dumpster.
Okay, I don't know why it's staying lit, but they'll get a pound spit success. That's actually pretty good damage, and they'll have to eat another set of pills. Interesting. Good value hit from Hokori, though. You got to admit there, Elliot. 78% bonus, no charge. Just a pound spit down to 71.5.
Reloading.
That's pretty good. All right, Dumpster left us
bad,
now.
but-
Our Dumpster abandoned us.
Still, I mean, Bear Ridge are
Nick,
blitzing through the map with a lot of health left.
I'm grabbing pills.
And they found another set of pills on Asari. That is 2 punches in 2 tanks, MK. A no-hitter into a 2-punch tank from
hey, I'm
Hokori.
reloading.
Crazy. It really, really is. But all right, Boomer will have success. They're starting to send hunters on the Uzi players. Hokori is doing so. The Charger gets melted. That's a quad boom proxy, but they're still going to be able to push. But if you notice that, they're starting to change their style here, Elliot. That is the 3rd time in a row the Hunter has went for an Uzi player that wasn't on a tank commit.
Didn't land though.
No, it
Got
didn't.
skeeted it. Got skeeted by the Uzi player, so you know it's all well and good
Reloading.
focusing the Uzis. You still have to land.
That is true.
Charged Hunt Smoke is the set.
Look out!
They're just moving so fast. Look at Hokori's SI positioning is not that great. And they're not even in position to hear. They might just walk in. The Charger's not ready. Look at, they're going to walk right in. They don't, no, they don't. They don't realize they could have. But I like the call here to wait and clear the commons. They don't want to get a little too overzealous here and give Hokori something big. But Hokori wants a hit on the inside. And is this the last hit already?
I think there's
Reloading.
at least one more after this, but yeah, this will probably be the last hit with a spit and a charge.
I just saw one of the funniest comments that I'll say as soon as they take this choke point. But Smoker. Oh, that was a little unorthodox, but it's gonna work
Charger
out.
is gonna land. Oh, big damage. Asari's gonna go down.
I'm down.
They do make it work, MK. Nice hit from Hokori. The best hit they've had in
You all
2 maps. By far the best hit they've had in 2 maps. Knocks off 250 bonus.
It does look like they are poised to walk in with 50% of this total bonus if they can get to the safe room. But I think spawns.
Almost there.
Yeah, they really. Oh,
Respawn behind.
Jockey.
Asari. Yeeked in 4 shots, and that's safe room.
they will walk in 688, Elliot, and that'll give them
What
a.
6 from Asari.
No, wait a minute. This was chapter 3 of. Yeah, so this is chapter 8. They walk in 6,680 minus 5 will be their total score. Almost got me, Elliot. It almost did. But
Almost.
I caught it. I caught it. And Elliot, the crazy part about this is that with them putting up the score that they had, there was a lot of choke points that Bear Ridge I thought took rather well. That Hokori is going to also have to take rather well, and I don't know how
And
Bear
an
Ridge is going to take
entire
it.
tank fight.
Yes, that is true as well. An entire tank fight. And if this tank just gets one in cap, it'll already be most likely the round won by Bear Ridge. That's all it'll take to have a round in their favor, most likely. And by the way, the comment that was out there was somebody was asking if a team can get demoted to Division 2, and they were asking for a Hokori. And that was funny to me, but right now, I don't know about pre-spawning down here, Elliot.
You can lose your spawn in that room if the survivor just drops and books it straight in there. But it does mean that the survivors know exactly where you are, of course.
How long will we sit here?
Is the jockey gonna do it himself, same as last round? as they drop on 2 and just push forward. They get 2 capped. But the spit.
Spitter
Where did the
was.
spit go, in fact?
It got M2'd, so you lose the spit. Still great damage though, just like the spit did. It actually does more damage than the other side by about 0.4. That's it, but good start for Bear Ridge, kind of. Even though it was a complete spitter fail.
Yeah, if the spit was able to spit on the charge guy, because he got slammed as well, I think.
I think it would have been
Maybe
80% probably at least. I think you're right. As they want to go fast, but the Hunter's the easiest thing to spawn. It takes a little bit of a difficulty for everything else to get in, so the Charger has to take some time. And now they're ready. Here we go. Spawn. Oh, the Smoker despawns. And maybe they wait for Tank. I don't know. What do you think about this? You think they're gonna try to congest them to get a possible log hit on the run back?
I think at this point you may as well. Oh no, they are just going to send the hit. As the Charger just gets melted. Maybe they were trying to set up a DC. Not entirely sure what the plan was there from Bear Ridge, but yeah, Hokori are going to have a free run back here if they want it. They kind of look like they want to stay forward. No, they are going to go back.
Watch out!
Yeah, I was gonna say.
That is a. I think that was a double scratch from the jockey.
And blue, tank number 8. Oh, wait a minute. This is incorrect. This is no. It is tank number 8.
It is tank number 8. You're right.
And I wonder if they're gonna stop them from running back here. Try to hit them. All right, here they go climbing up. Boomer coming in. Boomer just delaying. Oh, here comes the Charger. Charger does land, but actually takes him in, not the way.
Charging him away from the tank. Gets a scratch, but nothing more than that.
And the tank is running away. I don't think you could bring that with you. But he's gonna try, Elliot.
It probably is theoretically possible.
Oh,
but
I see what he's
would
doing.
Go AI.
Just in case, I think they might commit this tank and decommit, and then they're gonna run. There's no way, Elliot. Imagine if they decommit with 1500 health on purpose and they run into that hittable. That'd be wild. But all right, here comes Blue. He's in, trying to chase him off the top level. He's down half, and he stays up with Shockwave. Gets his first punch. There's already a better tank. Second punch comes out. He switches, and he's not a good plan. My opinion, he'll take a rock onto Rochelle. He misses it.
Rocks his own jockey.
What a fail, and they almost take it just as well.
Equal damage, 2 punches. He looked like he had the corner on Shockwave. I guess he lost it and then, yeah, tried to rock Rochelle. Probably should have just gone and punched her. But yeah, I mean, this could be another reversal. I think it's unlikely. Hokori have a lot of map to play, and they need to lose almost literally no bonus, like 200 max. Maybe less, 100.
Oh my goodness.
That is a good start. That Charger and Hunter literally just got alt F forward.
Wow. I think they both deleted before they hit the ground on their first jump. It's crazy how fast they died. But they'll have a 2-2 with a Spitter, and I think it's going to be a Poo-2 actually. I think it's Smoker Jockey, Boomer Spitter. Yeah, this is really good for Hokori. And that look for a comeback is getting more and more realistic. As the Boomer does land, the Jockey comes through and easily melted away. Smoker trying, but Zyko is ready to cut that tongue. And you can't cut it that close.
I think get the tongue cut.
Think
He
it was-
does have 3 teammates behind him.
Yeah, one tick I think came out of that, but 973 bonus. The other side put up 688. It's crazy how close this still is. 200 and some difference. That's it. I think they have enough to take the lead slightly right now by about as much they were down. By like maybe 180. But they still have quite a bit of the map to navigate. And right here's a pretty good choke point for the Special Infected. They have spawns above them. And it's a short roof too. This is about everything you could possibly want for Infected, in my opinion, Elliot, right here.
They They definitely need to make this hit count on Bear Ridge. Might be the best hit they have for the rest of the map. Here they come. Charger doesn't land. Hunter does. Gonna get a couple of ticks. Actually, gets a few ticks on Zyko and 33 at the bottom as well. So ends up being about 100 bonus.
Yeah. And now there's a 200, almost a 200 delta, and now Hokori can barely take the lead. I think if they lose about 50 more points, it'll be guaranteed the lead be held by Bear Ridge for at least another chapter. We'll see if that comes to fruition without a spitter hit. I think they want to hit outside, and they're panicking to set up kind of quickly. They'll have plenty of time to do so.
You need to go kind of fast. Obviously, you don't want to get baited, but yeah, you do need to go kind of fast here. If you're Bear Ridge and want to make sure that you sack for a spit charge for that last hit, if you can. Oh, that's a nice jockey. Look at this jockey under the stairs, and the Charger throwing fists. That's another 100 bonus, MK.
Yeah, I think the Charger should have just kept punching the jock guy. I don't know why he tried to charge, I get it, but man, that was a lot of damage coming out. And now the round is almost won by Bear Ridge, and I don't think they're going to get another hit, though. That will matter. They're going to get in, so... Oh, never mind. Hunter is up there. Can the Spitter get up there fast enough and spawn? And they get the Pound Spit, and they're going to win the round. No way. Or nope, not yet.
Not quite.
So close.
Jockey's in the safe room. Look at this jock. The thing is, you can get seen through the glass. I don't know if people necessarily realize that.
They lock him in.
The thing is, you know, you need to be in there. The jockey doesn't. Alright, he does get the scratch. 702. Charger gets nothing. Man, what a close game, MK.
And Hokori wins by 12 points, but it's still going to be a lead for Bear Ridge by, what is it, almost 100 and, almost 200 and change, right?
177.
177. And we go into chapter 9, and they're running out of chapters. I'll tell you that. It's going to come down to the last two, and unless something crazy happens, it's going to come down to the last side on the finale. Unless something crazy happens on this chapter.
How many times has the lead changed so far? So if we...
4?
Let's be generous and say that Hokori taking the lead on map 1 counts as it changing. So that was 1 on map 1, and then it changed on map 3, and then map 4, and then map 5, and then on the first map of this, so 6, and then 7. So I think it's changed 6 times this match so far.
Wild.
5 if you don't count map 1.
And this Hunter is chipped.
Hunter's ceiling pouncing. He does land at the smoker in front. A little bit of damage.
They're lucky there is no spitter. That's all I gotta say. That would have been a really good start for Hokori right there, but Bear Ridge able to mitigate most of the damage. I mean, still 5%. Oh, he just blasted some. Holy crap! That was like 1 point. That was like 1 point something. That was big friendly fire coming out, and now they slow down to clear some commons. And this chapter is much more difficult as the infected side starts really skyrocketing, and they're going to land. Oh my goodness! And they're all swimming in the spit. Elliot, I literally just said the difficulty skyrockets, and what happens? That is a 30% hit. I am flabbergasted.
That's the biggest hit of the match so far. Athari and Sakura both have to pop. That is huge, MK. That is so much damage. My god. And the charger must have been so low too. It was, I think that was a double charge and a pounce, and then the jockey covered. It was a tri-cap. It was a rolling tri-cap.
With a double charge in the spit. I mean, you can't, if you're an infected team, you gotta be like, we did the best we could.
Oh, that's a double boom.
Oh my goodness,
Oh, this
Elliot.
is bad, MK. This is real bad. Survivors are going back to the safe room. Interesting. Oh no, they're not going to make it to the safe room. They're going to have to play it in these offices here.
Where are all the comments?
mostly dead. I feel like if you're the survivors, you just fucking book it. But alright, they are staying. And here is the commit from Yafed. He gets an early punch, the jockey lands, the charger lands, the hunters doesn't land. But I think it's still going to be enough. He does land on Ellis, that's the wipe! That's the wipe, MK.
Oh
This
my
is huge.
goodness. They get the clear, but it's not going to matter. And I just realized the distance of this map is only 560 points. Is that it? It is. It's 560.
It's not that long of a map. Once you get out of the indoor area, out of the building, it's basically 2 hits to the safe room.
Oh yeah, there's not a lot of value in this chapter at all. So if there, it's gonna be.
But I mean, there's definitely enough. Don't get me wrong. There's definitely enough for Hokori to take a pretty decent lead here if they can survive this tank. Bear Ridge are certainly not going to be happy they got wiped. That said, this is a hard tank to fight as survivors.
And that jockey not getting cleared was so devastating for Bear Ridge. And the jockey had 62 HP. I think one blast through the wall from a shotgun would have cleared it. But when all the chaos is going on, it's hard to make the right call. When a tank's in, everybody's being punched, there's a double cap. And Hokori gets the wipe, and now their door of opportunity is there. But if they get wiped, then instantly back for Bear Ridge going into the finale of Tripday.
What an absolute back and forth this is. My god. I don't know if my little heart can take much more of this.
Well, we only got one more chapter for you, so it's the only thing that's good for that part. But Charger, Smoker, Boomer, Hunter, what can Bear Ridge do to return the favor of what happened to them on this opening attack?
I've been casting Left 4 Dead for 3 hours, MK, is what a skeet from Zyko. Charger does get 17.
And it's probably the best that you can ask for in that scenario, but no M2s from any other SI. Fortunately for them, good job on Zyko shutting down the Hunter, and I think, will they just get the tank up before they even get another hit?
No, they are going to play it slow.
Okay.
Hokori they saw exactly what happened to Bear Ridge on this hit. They don't want that to happen to them.
Yeah, because if they don't take,
I am yawning, MK.
if they don't take damage on these 100 survivors, oh, this is really, really hurt. Oh my God, Elliot! They did the same thing.
That's 2 slams.
Wow, they did the same thing, Elliot. No way.
Almost the exact same amount of damage. It's slightly less, but yeah, huge damage onto both Yafed and Zyko. The Charger got like 2 or 3 slams in front of both of his teammates.
They both reloading at the worst time, and they just weren't able to clear it. Curve rock.
It's a nice curve. Smoker does sack. And the boomer. 1 boom lands. Tank up in the hands of Mufang. Shockwave, ooh, going for some greedy chip. Nearly gets punished.
Hey, really great curve rocks from ACA.
Yeah, these are great curves.
They got to be careful, Hokori. If they get stumbled here. Oh my gosh, that rock was so close, Elliot.
Nearly clipped his toenail. Tank is gonna commit. This is it for all the marbles. All the
It's a rolling tri-cap! No way, Elliot!
Tri-cap!
It's not gonna.
Is there gonna be enough though? Look how much health the tank has. That's a wipe. That is for sure the wipe, MK.
Yep, he just got to keep chasing him.
Die.
No way! This is crazy, Elliot.
And
Crazy.
he's just gonna play the card. He's not gonna risk it. Gets the punch onto 33. My god, MK, it is all gonna come down to the finale. What?
Oh my goodness, this is
I'm
crazy.
losing it. That was such good infected, perfectly synced tri-cap. It wasn't even rolling. That was just actually a tri-cap with the tank. Last survivor was able to get one clear, but tank still had like 4,000 health at that point. No way they killed it.
That is insane. Left 4 Dead in 2026. Welcome to the really big tournament 8 playoffs, my friends. It doesn't get any more top tier than this. It really does not. It's going to come down to Chapter 10, Elliot, with a slight lead of the underdog to take down the number 1 seed and send them to the loser bracket. Can it be done? Or will Hokori make their final comeback on the finale? What a crazy, crazy turn of events.
Okay. Deep breaths, MK. Deep breaths, everyone in chat. Deep breaths to the players. We have one more map of Left 4 Dead in this playoff
Get any
match
more
between
top
Bear
tier
Ridge
than
and
this?
Hokori.
It really does not.
Bear Ridge are currently leading by about 170 points.
And he said, wait some minutes, maybe. They want to take a break. They must have some nerves right now going flying as they go into this finale.
Do you remember on map 1 when they said one of their players had a headache? I mean, imagine how he must be feeling now. It's a 600 distance map, MK. This is a relatively low scoring finale. It's not super low scoring, but it's not the highest scoring finale for sure. Sakura is headbanging. Okay, we are going to go live. The final map of this match. Spectators, thank you for being with us.
Yes.
It all comes down to this.
And I think there's only one tank, Elliot, right? Is there a tank during the event? Is there 2 on this finale?
I believe there is 2, yes.
Okay, so we'll have 2 tanks to finish it out. Hokori needing a wipe, or just to play a better bonus tug of war. But the wipe is probably what you want. An opening attack, Boomer, Hunter, Charger, Smoker. No spit hit for the opening. But there's a lot of foliage to block the survivor's sight of where these rocket spawns come from. A lot of trees here, Elliot.
Smoker's missed his pull.
There's a smoker around here.
Doesn't miss that time. Did really quickly. Hunter's getting chipped down to 213 HP. Really aggressive baiting from the survivors. The infected aren't falling for it. Boom lands onto 1. The survivors just head back inside. The Charger looks like he wants to try and find a behind or an in-between. I mean, I don't think Asari's going to give it to him.
I don't think so either. I completely agree. But the Boomer resets the bait timer. It might have been an intentional free boom they wanted to take. But man, the caution that Bear Ridge has taken. Oh, that Boomer's so lucky he didn't get blasted in the head there. All right, spawn's ready. Here they go. Smoker pull.
Here it comes.
It'll be a double cap and a slam, Elliot. Strong start for Hokori with a quick pull and a scratch.
Nice synced hit there from Hokori. Hunter, Charger, and Smoker all going in. Good damage, very good damage on that first hit, considering there was no spitter. Tank is going to rotate over to his hittable. Final tank of the match for Hokori. Actually, yeah, maybe. Maybe there's one more.
It's Shockwave.
It is up in the hands of Shockwave. Oh, he's got his hittable in straight away. The survivors are kind of slow on the rotate here. Get out of there, coach. As the 1 boom lands onto Asari, who was hanging around a bit. Rochelle gets a boom popped on her. She's completely... Oh, what? Okay, that is an in cap. Rochelle getting griefed by her team.
They got to get the pickup now.
Play bodyguard here. There's another hittable. That blue car is hittable, MK.
Oh, they are in a real bad shape right now. Oh, he stopped the pickup.
He drops the pickup. He didn't want to risk it.
The tank hotshot, shoot the
He's
tank.
alone right
Getting
now.
the attack back. Oh, he missed the punch onto the car. The charge. Charge doesn't land onto Coach. And Asari is able to run away from the tank. MK Hokori have butchered it.
Yeah, they're not gonna get the wipe, but they're still gonna get great damage though, nonetheless. Here, Elliot, it's a lot of damage, and they back up instead of go forward, which is interesting call. The slow clears,
Shockwave has missed like 4 punches on hittables at this point.
but he is still first pass, and they're gonna drag this out long. Hokori for sure. They got 2 bleeders. Bonus already down half.
I think if I'm Bear Ridge here, I'm just fucking going in the safe room. I don't even care.
Yes,
I'm not getting rough tanked.
that's probably not a bad call, but they're not doing that. I mean, and Corey's not setting the spawns in, they're letting the bleed happen. Okay, they're gonna go in for a hit. The jockey is gonna land. The car comes in. They're not clearing. The jockey's ripping away, and Shockwave. And I think they got to push forward here now.
Yeah, and they know it too. They are going for it. Rock doesn't land. Shockwave doesn't drop. I mean, he might have been able to get over to his hittable on the jockey. He's really committing to the rock tank.
Shit out of that thing.
Gonna go for maybe a miracle hittable. He's got it lined up. Ooh, okay. Survive. Oh, it's rolling. It's rolling. Mufang has to get away from it. And the hunter's gonna land on Nick. Nick is super split. Okay, the tank is gonna die, but more damage coming out.
Yeah,
Oh.
Nick just went a little too ballsy there to go chase down the tank. It's okay if you get that skeet, but you didn't. And look at the damage they get from that tank, though. And it's going to come down to a damage tug of war, Elliot, for sure. I don't know if they're going to be able to survive the second tank.
I don't even know if they're gonna get to the second tank at this stage. There is 3 more sets of pills, I believe, on this map, so they will have a pill for every survivor. As the next hit comes in, Charger misses on a smoked guy. But still, more damage coming out. Jockey and Smoker and Spit all landing. Oh, MK.
Weapons here.
Having a
Yeah,
Ridge.
Barrage.
Not looking healthy.
A big fumble on that tank play, in my opinion. They took Blue getting stuck, almost costed them the match, and now they're just going to have to really go on their infected side, but they still need to finish out here. They need to make the rescue vehicle to force Hokori to do so. So we'll see if that actually comes into play. The Hunter does get skeeted. Jockey M2 clean shutdown here. No damage except for 1 tick of the spit onto Ellis.
I don't feel right.
They started yet?
I mean,
No, they didn't. Oh, now
No,
they
they
did.
have.
Okay.
they have. Yeah, I think Blue getting too greedy for the chip on that tank, and then his teammate popping a boomer on him as he tried to run away. Neither of which ideal, as they try and play on Ellis, but just baiting them. Another skeet coming out, shut down, and okay, Rich not taking any damage.
Now the only ticks that came out was 1 spit blast hit, 1 spit tick on Ellis, and 1 smoker tick on Ellis from this hit. That's it. Everything else is pretty clean. So that's 2 pretty successfully. And look at how fast the distance is jumping up. And this is only 600 distance. This is not a big value finale. So if they can manage to muster some bonus here, Hokori really going to have to put up a big score here, Elliot, to make a comeback. Another skeet, Elliot. 3 in a row. And Tank's about to be up.
Tank is gonna be up. They've made it to the tank. They've made it to the tank with 4 sets of pills, so they are gonna have everyone fast.
I think they might have came out a little early. And this is going to be very beneficial for the special infected now because they're going to have a hit outside. There it is.
Tank's up. Charger doesn't land. Jockey gets M2'd.
And it is a
Fortunate tank spawn.
33.
He doesn't.
Final tank of the game, Elliot, for Hokori. The last chance for that 40% damage to go away will reside in his hands.
Good to go.
That's a really early
Sakura
pill pop.
and Blue both pop. I mean, they were bleeding anyway. I think they didn't want to go down with the tank up, which is probably the right call. The boomer lands onto one. Oof, and that is a rock onto Asari, and this is going to be all 4 survivors bleeding.
And they have to go in now.
Yep, they know it.
And
The
this
problem here is the tank can curve from this window.
at least
Survivors know that, and they've rotated back outside. 33's lost a lot of rage here. He's down to 20%. They need to not eat this rock. They don't. But
they eat a boom.
quite a lot of damage on Asari and a 2-boom. One survivor is going to be permanently slow now for the rest of the map. Mufang is going to pop the last set of pills, and Asari is a bit of a sitting duck as the tank just drops in and incaps him. Real quick as you like.
He's kind of caught out here, though. He's being shot a lot. This is a lot of damage, Elliot.
Around it.
Yeah, it's not going good for him right now, and he's gonna go for Nick, and he misses.
Punch, that's a hittable right there. Oh no. Mufang walks into the car. Charger doesn't land, but Rochelle is slow. Ellis doesn't get the skeet. This is gonna be the wipe, I think. Maybe not MK. He's whiffed a couple of punches. Okay, 188 health. He secures the wipe. And now we know exactly what Hokori have to do.
Make the rescue vehicle.
I think max distance is going to secure the win.
Yep, they are not able to survive that tank. That rock landing on Asari was so big, and that solidified the wipe. But they're gonna have to. They have to kill a survivor with 2 tanks.
Max distance is. Oh, there's 2 Ellises. Okay. Ellis is gone. Alright, Ellis made a cameo appearance. Max distance for Hokori. They don't need any bonus. They just need 600 points of distance. They actually don't even need 600 points of distance. I believe they need
97.
Yeah, I think 90. Oh god, it's so late. I think 97 ties it, so 598 to win.
That's crazy, isn't it? I can't believe it's gonna come down to this. This is what's gonna decide it. If Barrage can get a kill with either one of the tanks on a hittable, that should be enough to do it, Elliot.
I think it absolutely would. Yeah,
Especially
I know a kill
early.
should be enough.
Maybe not the second tank, but the first one for sure with an early kill should guarantee it. And there's no ifs, ands, or maybes. This is definitely going to be the match of the week when it's all said and done. This is incredible.
Well, I'm glad I stayed up to cast it. We are well into our 3rd hour of casting now, MK.
Yeah, we'll probably hit 3.5 hours when it's all said and done. And they are strategizing for sure.
Yep. Mufang and Blue. Not readying up, just taking their time, settling their nerves.
Yeah, the fact that they got to that tank was pretty good. As Zyko says, they want to slow down a little bit. Here we go. Final half, Elliot. Will the underdog take down Hokori? Or will Hokori do what they do best and make another comeback victory? And make it to the semifinals of RBT8 winner bracket.
2-boom lands.
Yes, Don Pinky, this is the last side. There is no other side. This is it. There will be no delay. I mean, I don't think it's possible for them to score 597. But the Charger lands, Hunter lands too, and a nice triple boom. Good start, and look at this, some stumble. The commons are getting slaps. Not a bad start at all here for Bear Ridge. Elliot without a
It's
spitter.
all gonna matter. It's all gonna add up.
Reloading here.
Every tick of damage means everything right now.
We have guns
Final
here.
tank in the hands. It's Sakura again.
No way, he got 4 tanks, Elliot. And the crazy part is he can get a 5th because there's another tank. That's crazy.
It really is.
He's going to get the extra car. I don't like this at all, Elliot. I don't like this at all. Oh, he's bringing a van. He's bringing a van and the hatchback. Okay.
Now this, I think this will mean that the van isn't available for the second tank. Is that right?
Yes, but he will have 1 car. And
Oh, that car is not good.
he could pop this van over though, and then go get the
Can't
car.
get the van.
And the van is in,
Van is better.
and he can go get the hatchback too.
He's getting them all. He's got to be careful to not let the survivors push past him. If he doesn't leave a hittable in front. 1 boom lands. That's big.
They're going back to the safe room. They're gonna fight it. Oh my gosh, this hittable. Oh my gosh, no way! It's gonna end
There's
this
no
way.
way.
It's gonna end this way.
That's it.
It is.
That's actually
That's a
game.
death. That's a
That
death.
is actually game. Sakura gets the
No way!
hittable I've ever seen. Shockwave is
Elliot!
Story of
Oh my
ours.
god! It's gonna be a corner. This is gonna be it. Oh my gosh, Elliot, this is going to be Bear Ridge getting the victory over Hokori with a campaign score of 7,239 to 6,705. I don't care if I said it. GG, Elliot. Prime Left 4 Dead is here. Let's go.
Wow.
They did it. I cannot believe
What a way
it.
to win. Sakura pulling off the most insane hittable I've seen in a long time. My
I
god.
cannot
What else
believe
can I
it.
say?
They send Hokori down to the loser bracket. They're going to have to dig their way out now if they want another chance. They've done it last year, Elliot. You win, send them down to the loser bracket. This time it was Bear Ridge to send them down to the loser bracket. Will Bear Ridge fight their way through, or will Zyko and Hokori find a way to dig through that loser bracket? Who knows?